Hello. Welcome to Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast. Today, our special guest is longtime friend. You know him, you love him, Chris O'Connor, everybody.
Hey,
what's up,
how's
bro?
it going?
Chris, you got anything to plug before we get started?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Boston this weekend.
All right.
The Wilbur.
Matt.
Where?
The Wilbur Theater with Andrew Santino.
Yeah, with Santino.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if this is too chill for you guys. I don't want to.
Guys, let's
fuck
just
you guys
keep
up.
it easy.
Let's take it easy.
Take
bro.
it easy.
Take it easy.
Now, here's some news in the taking it easy realm. I have a sliced penis right now.
What?
How'd you slice
I have
your
a
peen?
extremely sliced penis.
What?
What happened?
Damaged.
Did
How'd
you
you
shave? Were you shaving
No.
incident?
No, it was a fingernail.
Oh,
Not mine. I was having sexual intercourse.
obviously.
And we tried to do cool moves. Like we saw on the porns. We tried to do cool moves.
Just like a hand job?
Where she was also touching down there while I was having sex.
Oh,
Nice.
yes.
My penis fell out. And I still thrusted. And it thrust into a fingernail.
Got the old cheese grater.
Cheese grated penis.
Oh, my God.
What kind of
And,
slice you talking?
Bro,
Like fish gills?
a massive slice.
Really?
And there was blood everywhere.
What?
No.
If you slice a boner, let me tell you something.
It's
I've never sliced a boner. This is the first time I've sliced a boner. Bro,
Dude.
it was a catastrophe. It was
What, all over the hotel room?
all over. But you know, you ever damage your penis when you're whacking off? Yes, we all have.
Just friction
You've
burn,
never
like
damaged,
carpet
yeah,
burn.
friction,
Yeah, yeah.
like a severe
yes.
burn
Not a
where it's
slice.
like that was too hard.
Not a slice.
So I've damaged that, and then it doesn't hurt
That's
until
every
you're
time.
done. Until you're done,
Right.
and then when you're done,
Yeah.
you're like, ow.
Birds
So
all
this
red.
slice didn't hurt.
What?
And she was, I kept trying to go. And she was like, no, I definitely scratched you because I didn't see it. And then she was like, no, I definitely scratched you. And I looked and I had it in my hand. It was just so much blood, dude.
Was
Isn't
it
that
the
a fun
shaft
start?
Or was it the head?
It's underneath the shaft.
Oh, man.
Fuck.
So the
Dude.
bottom of my penis is sliced. That's a good way
Like,
to start.
was
the
the
underbelly?
skin coming apart? Like, literally, like...
It's a little bit sliced, yeah.
Flayed? It's flayed.
It's a flayed penis.
Flayed unit.
God.
You're like the dudes. You got whatchamacallit? It's not
Flayed.
a circumcision. It's called a when they cut those Aboriginal
yeah.
Australians. It's sub-incision. You got sub-incised.
Yes.
It's a rite of passage. Dude.
It is a rite of passage. I
You
do feel
opened up-
stronger.
You opened up, yeah, dude. You
I don't
opened
know
up
if you
your
can tell, I'm
penis.
much more chill and relaxed.
You reunited, dude. You reunited to your like archetypal double gender.
Oh, yeah, I have a pussy.
You got a sub-incision, yeah.
Yes.
I never understood.
And then you tried to have male period sex. Like, come on, it's no big deal.
Exactly. It is exactly what it was.
And she was like, no.
Well, no. Once I saw the blood, it quickly changed to a panic.
Ah.
Yeah.
And she was devastated. I had to remind her it was obviously my fault.
How was that your fault?
Well, it wasn't hers. It was
Yeah.
an accident.
Of
We were trying to
course.
do cool stuff,
Of course.
and when you do cool stuff, sometimes bad things happen.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
learning.
dude.
But
What's your timetable for recovery, you think?
who knows? But
Probably like 3 months.
I'm on day 3. No whacking
No
or
fat.
ejaculating. So
You'll
I'm fucking
you
pissed.
put some Neosporin on it.
No,
That'll speed up recovery big time. Because I've
it's a waiting game now.
true. I've cut balls before.
You've cut your balls.
I've nicked my
while
nutsack.
shaving.
Yes.
That's an eternal bleed.
It is.
Yeah.
That goes on forever.
You have no idea.
The penis, I couldn't imagine.
A long slice on your penis.
How long? How long of a slice?
The length of my penis. So
The whole.
Baby, scratch my whole fucking penis.
yeah,
Damn, but not on the head though. Just right underneath
No.
the head.
a little bit on
You
the
think
head.
you'll have a scar?
It might look
Gland?
like
She got you on the glands?
she got me on the tip and then underneath.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah,
Did you
Oh, so
like
it's
it?
not
Be
a-
honest.
I did not like it.
Did you like it?
I did not like it.
Getting sliced?
No, but my penis now is gonna look. You ever see like an old great white shark? That's what my
So the
penis
nose
is
is
gonna
all
look. Just
chewed
a
up?
shark,
Yeah.
like a line down the side of it. Yes, I will have a scarred penis,
Damn.
and that's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that.
How was it before you got cut? What you
Oh,
guys
it was
were doing?
phenomenal. We were
Yeah.
doing cool stuff.
So a little like handhold. while
What do you
going
mean?
in. What do you
No.
mean? What kind of hand? What was the hand doing?
Well, I don't want to get too graphic.
Sure.
I mean, I have been discussing sliced penises.
True.
It's just a grip outside.
I
of the-
was.
They don't wanna get
right?
personal.
No, I was behind.
Yeah.
She was reaching down, touching herself.
Ah.
That's how I sliced the bottom.
Gotcha. I had the whole time I thought you were working some sort of like advanced thing where it was like she was gripping your root. Fucking-
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's also
Yeah,
I was
that's what
intrigued.
yeah, that's what I
Oh
thought
no,
you were doing.
no,
Yeah.
That's
was
serious cool stuff. That's
doggy
nice
style
stuff.
sex.
That's cool stuff.
It was doggy style.
So you were doing doggy.
So I was dogging my girlfriend in this hotel room. And I
cut my
and I
goddamn
ended up
penis.
slicing my dang penis. This is just good, easy listening.
Do
on
you
your
think the
commute.
neighbors heard?
The neighbors probably.
Oh,
yeah.
you screaming? Did you
They heard
scream?
me yelp. No, I didn't. I didn't make a noise, dude.
You
I
kept
told
it
you I'm a
quiet.
silent assassin in the bedroom.
So you got sliced and you're just like, I'm gonna. You try to get.
I try to get back in,
Did you ever
dude.
see when you pop a dog off another dog and it's still fucking up in the air? You were still air humping, dude.
I was.
You're like, let me fucking in.
Oh man, I can't believe I've admitted to having a sliced penis on this podcast.
You were curled up just like I pull Jackson off Matilda every now and again. He just still goes.
Yeah,
I would think it would heal quick.
I
Not
hope
the
so.
peen, bro.
Why not?
Not
I
your
would think the
peen.
body would be
It's never been
Fine-tuned
dude. It's like
to
a
fix the
baby's
peen.
hand. It's never.
Yeah.
You're not working with your penis.
right. It's fresh baby skin.
Yeah, dude. It
It
fucking
heals super fast.
I think it might heal super fast.
Yeah.
I've had damaged penis before, and it does heal quickly. Never
Really?
a slice, but
You
if I've
can't
ever-
have a penis down for too long. That's an
Yeah.
emergency. It's an
Evolutionarily.
evolutionary emergency.
Yeah.
true.
especially when the rest of my body's dying as quickly as it is. They're like, we got to get something out.
It's all
Yeah, that's a-
hands on deck.
That's a fair point. I was
Yes.
thinking more like it's just this like appendage that like stays out of the sunlight, doesn't get much friction.
That's my whole body. I do scar, like really.
You
easily.
bruise. You do.
I
bruise.
bruise and scar like
You
crazy.
should get into scarification
Maybe
instead of tats. You just like scar up.
I should start cutting.
Scarification would be nasty, dude. Or get branded.
What type of brand do you think I should get?
Black fraternity.
The Omega or whatever.
Those two.
Yeah.
Noops be a noop. Dude, how dare you.
Gardini, what were you going to say about damaged penis? You seemed like you had something to say.
I've been keeping it from you guys for a while, but I actually have a laceration on my penis as well right now.
What?
And it's been there for about 3 weeks.
What?
So you got that to look forward to.
How'd you lacerate your penis?
Self-inflicted.
What?
What happened?
Wait.
I think it was just irritation from masturbating.
Just repeat injury?
Yeah, dude, it's disgusting.
Like you got a callus on it.
It's like a scab.
like
It's
when you play guitar,
yeah,
your fingers. Yeah.
exactly.
You got the old rug burn bird.
You might have herpes from
But
that.
that's not a-
from going down to the shore.
No, I don't think I have herpes.
Are you sure?
No, but I don't think I have herpes.
You've Googled herpes.
You might have caught North Jersey chicken pox on your penis.
No, I
dude.
don't sleep with
Is
that.
it
I don't sleep with that.
is it an open sore?
No, it's like a
Is it pus
little
filled?
scab.
It's a
pus-filled?
scab
like
that
it
you
might be
keep
pus-filled.
reopening because you can't
Is
keep
it
your hands off
pus-filled?
yourself.
Can't keep my hands.
You can't keep your grubby little hands off
Yeah,
yourself.
You should go to the doctor. Tell him
No, I don't
exactly
think
what
you
happened.
can.
Be like, look,
Well,
I've been feverishly masturbating, Doc.
One time I did go
claim
to
it
the
as a
doctor
vaccination
with
side
penis pain, and he told me I had chlamydia, and I didn't. Didn't I tell you that story?
no.
Yeah, he told me I had chlamydia, so I told some
Dirty
girl.
dog.
Are you a
goddamn.
wrestling coach? Is this who told you this?
No, it was the urgent care doctor. So it was like
Yeah, that's their
a
go-to.
cool doctor and hot nurses.
Oh,
In the urgent care, there's always hot nurses.
And the cool
Yeah.
doctor always wants to show you up in front of the
How
hot
cool he
nurses.
is
He's
in
like,
front of
your
the
small
nurse.
penis probably has chlamydia.
I don't know how you even got that, bro. I don't know how you managed to even catch that, bro.
Yeah.
So I had irritation in my urethra,
Mm.
and so I went there and I was like, I have irritation in my urethra. I think I have a UTI, and he was like, "You're not a lady, dude. You can't get UTI."
Damn, this guy was crushing you.
Yeah,
you can
and
definitely get UTIs.
Well,
He's
didn't
probably, hold
think
on,
I
I'll be right
could.
back, and just ate a farmer rep's pussy real quick. He's like, now, what were you talking about?
So then fucking, he was like, "I'm gonna test you, so piss," and then, but it takes a week to get the test back. He had to test me. He had to test me, so
You
he's
sure
like,
this is
"Give
a
me
doctor?
sample to test."
took a week?
and it'll take a week. But I'm gonna treat you for it anyway. So I had to take the antibiotics for chlamydia, and he gave me a shot for syphilis as well.
Jesus.
And then it took more than a week to get the results back. I was waiting like 2 weeks, and my penis still hurt. So I texted the girl I was sleeping with. I was like, "You gave me chlamydia," and she was like, "Fuck you, dude. I don't have chlamydia." And then it was a big fight, and she didn't talk to me after that.
Damn.
And the doctor called me back the next day and was like, "You don't have chlamydia or syphilis, by the way."
Was it burning? Did it like sting and burn when you peed?
Yeah, he said, and then he said it was probably just from too much use again.
From
too much
masturbating
yeast?
too much.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my God. You had to have a doctor tell you to slow down?
No, well, I just like it hurt when I peed, so I was like, "What the hell?"
I had that for like.
How hard are you whacking off?
Yeah.
Good question.
How
Not
many
that
times
hard,
a day
dude.
and how
What kind
What's
of
going on?
lubricant are you
One.
using?
I'm doing one tops.
No
Well, then
way.
you're not
Two
gonna
on a
damage
good
your
day.
penis
No
unless
way.
What kind of lubricant?
I'm doing dries. That's why.
you're going just hand to penis.
a little bit of spit,
and you're
but
circed.
yes.
This is
I feel
chaos.
like you're underselling the amount of times per day.
I don't know. If I
I'll
went
do
just
two if I'm
hand,
pigging.
I caveman.
I do two if I'm
That's
pigging
tough.
out, but one is
Tough for me,
standard
yeah.
practice.
True. I mean, no, it's not the
I don't know what
best.
to tell you, Matt. It's hard for me.
It's not the best. It's just
It's hard for me too, but I'm just lazy.
it's too pleasurable. The lotion takes it up a notch.
Guys, I have a
but it
fucking
is-
actually sliced penis.
So
right
does
now.
he has fucking
downplay my
carpet burn.
penis,
He has
dude. I have a
rug burn.
laceration
Have you tried
in my arm as
lotion?
well.
This
Ooh,
is
that would
it's a
sting,
fresh
dude.
wound, and so far it hasn't hurt too bad, except when I was wearing dungarees on stage. Then my penis hurt.
Should
But
get a
thankfully,
man-
it is the
reach-
underside, so it's rested. The wound
Yeah,
is
yeah,
hidden nicely
true.
by my sack,
Got the dragons.
My
Someone
long-
got the
my
Long
giant
balls.
long sack and balls.
big balls.
Finally, my big balls are coming to help.
Yeah, dude, got hit in the dragon's belly, dude. right as a weak spot. I could talk about this for 3 hours.
I know. It's so funny. Having a sliced penis in the middle of doing cool sex. This is what we get for trying to do cool sex.
I mean, yeah, that's,
I'm usually a regular sex guy. And then one day it was great. We were
Yeah,
caught
you're
in the
feeling it,
moment.
bro.
I was like,
Yeah.
do something cool.
do something crazy.
I said, yo, do something crazy. We ended up slicing my own penis.
Did you try anything else before that?
Moves? Cool
Yeah.
moves? Don't worry about that, Chris.
Come on.
Don't worry about me and my girlfriend's sex life. What are you,
I want to
pervert?
know what led up to
You
the
did cool moves recently, didn't you?
No. No, dude, I've been.
You snuck out like a thief in the night, dude.
Hey, I had things to do. I
Yeah,
had
3 in the
places to
morning,
go.
you felt
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah.
time to do cool
Look,
moves.
I had to go to the dentist.
Yeah, Chris's
The
car
dentist.
turned into a
I
pumpkin
had to
on
go
you,
to the
dude.
gym. I had to go to the gym and the dentist.
Chris turned into a pumpkin.
Stagecoach turned right into a pumpkin, dude.
That's it was an emergency
You got to get back to the ball,
dentistry.
dude. The princess was at the ball. You got to get back.
Wait, what time did you run off? You snuck
Dude,
out of
it
here.
was
Because
it
I came
wasn't
back
good.
and all your shit, like it was as if somebody had just left the living room.
Dude,
So I assume it was just
it was,
a.
yeah,
Teleported.
it was not.
Seemed
good.
like a game time.
I was up to
decision.
no good. I was
Yeah, one of those
behaving
Donnie
badly.
Darko wormholes from your penis.
did.
Just fucking
Led you
propelling
straight
it.
to another city at 3 in the morning.
You should have seen that drive.
Yeah, it has to be a depressing drive as soon as you hit the highway. Like,
Yeah,
what the
yeah,
fuck am
yeah.
I doing?
I was also-
What's
yeah.
that one song?
And you were
Hands right on the
inebriated.
wheel.
You must have been hammered to
Oh,
make
really?
this
Yeah,
trip.
it was bad.
Chris
it was
drank and
bad.
drive.
That was Red Hot Lovin', dude.
But I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good at that.
Red Hot Lovin'.
But that took everything out.
Man.
Yeah, that
So you
was
decided to drink and drive to try to get some pussy.
wild.
Try to get some milk and
That's
pussy.
actually fair. If they're like, "What are you doing?" Like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's an emergency.
It
Sorry.
was.
What is it?
But yeah.
That's all you.
I've
that's
always
all you
heard
have to
cops
say.
respect.
I don't, yeah.
If you tell a cop
I
you
can't
have to
disclose what my activities were. Okay.
What are you doing?
I didn't do like anything interesting to me.
didn't do
sick.
anything
Showing
cool?
up drunk,
No.
showing up drunk with like a semi-functional penis.
Oh my god.
Hey,
Yeah, it was
I'm
bad.
here.
Yeah.
It's tight. That's a power
It
move.
was-
Oh,
yeah.
that's definitely what happened. There's no way your dick worked.
Oh no!
That's why I was like,
Terrible.
did you guys fuck? And he was like, no. It wasn't for lack of trying.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn,
I
you
was- I
road tripped and couldn't get sex drive, and
Just a
then you
road
couldn't
trip
get
to a
hard.
face plant. Yeah.
Fuck.
I wonder how many times it happens to rappers who are like, it's 5 a.m. Just
Dude.
fucking soft, squashy bird. I'll keep dude, the different soundtracks you could have for that. I think Meatloaf, Anything for Love, that'd be sick. And I would do anything.
No, dude, I
jamming
I have no radio in the car, so my
Still.
radio
It's
does
just
not
a
work.
dead silent car
You
ride.
listen to your phone?
Silent. Yeah. No, normally I do, but this was a complicated
Get a
situation.
fucking
Probably real
Bluetooth.
sexual breathing. That's probably what was playing.
No. It was 2 hours of like, this was a huge mistake.
Mm.
How long was
but
the
I'm
drive?
out here. I'm in the middle of the ocean. I got to get back to
2 hours. He drove from here to
to Philly.
Philadelphia.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
So yeah, there were other cool moves.
Yeah. Well, not that cool.
Yeah, I know.
My whole situation. I got full bush right now.
Mm.
I got a big bush. I haven't shaved in months.
Really?
Guys,
Yeah.
we're talking about sliced penises and giant bushes. Can we get
I
it
kinda
back
wanted
to our
to know
regular
how big-
scheduled
What's your
vax
bush
is
cycle?
bullshit?
I wanted to know how if you guys are bushing out or not.
I am bushed out right now. Didn't help with the blood. It turned into a real fucking mess.
It's like a head wound.
Yeah, it was a mess.
So tear.
This is disgusting crud, dude. People are trying to listen to this. Gardini's got a damaged urethra.
Oh man.
My penis stung for a while. New Year's Day, when I was a youngster, I thought I had something, but I think mine was extreme dehydration. And I was just peeing out.
Yeah,
like,
that's what mine was too.
I was just peeing out like I was just peeing out Smirnoffs, I think.
Oh,
Doctor,
really?
I was just fucking getting hammered like 5 nights a week. Yeah, I woke up and it was just like I was going to the doctor and he's like, "Bro, I think you're just dehydrated, Holmes." I was like, "All right."
Yeah, it was another
Yeah.
urgent care. He's like, "Dang, Holmes, I think you're dehydrated or something.
He's like, "Are you gay?" I was like, "Nah." He's like, "Nice."
You're either gay or you have chlamydia."
What? Mine was pretty cool about it. He like definitely reassured me. I was crying. I was really upset. No.
I've never had any really big dick injuries, to be honest.
I've had small dick
This is my
injuries.
first. Yes. Yeah, this is my first. This is my first penis injury.
Did you ever do a penis crash?
No, what's that?
It pops out. You go just like
Yeah, jam it into a lady.
Yeah.
See, that's what happened. Except this time there's a fingernail there.
Ah.
Yeah.
You had
Normally,
the
and then the
mythical.
girl always. Yeah, that's funny.
What?
We both talked over each other 3 times in a row.
True.
Yeah,
It's like the opposite of a harmony. Like, so what were we saying? I'm sorry.
No, you go ahead.
I was saying you encountered the mythical vagina dentata, dude.
Yes.
Tooth vagina.
True. She could have it, and she lied about her hand. Yeah, she is a demon.
You got a rogue tooth in there?
The vagina dentata, dude. Folklore by the Native Americans.
Gardini, you like that one? Yeah, she's gonna be delighted to hear this.
What?
About this whole ordeal.
Yeah. Well,
Whatever.
yeah, that can go one of 2 ways. Sometimes it can get like, oh, you're joking around. But you were just joking around about you getting sliced.
Yeah, my penis was cut.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Hit you with that Hellraiser, dude.
Did you have to call for new sheets?
no, it wasn't like that.
Towels?
I was just like holding a
No.
fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gripped it.
Tourniquet?
Oh,
You
fuck.
applied a tourniquet?
Yeah, I really did. I applied it tight. Yeah, I was worried. Dude, I was like, no, it's not bad. And then I went into the hotel bathroom and I let go for a second. I was like, it's actually pretty bad. It's very bad. So
Fuck.
yes.
That's good.
Well, now
Glad
you guys
it-
know my secret. I have a damaged.
Can you fly with a damaged penis?
I'm gonna go through that X-ray.
gonna see
be
it on
like,
the-
Jesus.
Sir, step
You're gonna
aside.
Step aside.
Step aside, dude.
Something's wrong.
You're hiding something in your penis, dude. Probably thought a cartel.
If they do
opened-
just randomly select me and they're like, we have to touch you there, I'm gonna be like,
no.
my penis is actually cut.
You're not going to be able to go in the ocean in San Diego.
I
You
wasn't.
have to.
I didn't plan on it.
No, that'll heal it
I
out,
don't
bro.
think me and Louie are gonna go swimming.
You might,
Yeah.
dude. And that will heal. That'll heal you up instantly.
Yeah.
You need salt water on that
You
thing.
think salt water is good for my wounded peen?
Like
Yeah,
I'm dead
yeah.
serious. That would heal it.
Guys,
You could salt
sting.
if you have some Himalayan, dude. You could get
I'm
a
not
jump start.
salting the wound on my penis, man. You should work at an urgent care.
Oh, I would be
You'd
nasty.
be a
dude.
great urgent care
Nurse
doctor.
practitioner. I'd be a good nurse, honestly. I'd be chill as hell.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I don't know if I could do that.
Would you get a cool sports team bandana?
Yeah,
Probably your birds.
I'm more of an anesthesiologist guy.
Yeah.
My birds, man, are looking good.
Birds are 2 and 3. They gotta win.
Dude, I'm telling you, I judge how they're doing. Every Sunday, I watch people in jerseys walking around, and I can tell whether the birds won or lost. Like, all right,
Yeah.
we won. That's how I tell.
Yeah.
This weekend, we won this week, right?
Yeah.
I could tell people were jubilant in their gear, and I was
They're
like,
happy.
nice, we got to
Yeah.
win.
Gardini, were you
Bars
excited
are
for the
packed.
birds?
I was excited, but I don't really follow football that much.
Oh, okay.
Just checking it out, but I was watching.
Oh, if you're really okay.
I was actually one of my things I had worked up. I thought you were gonna be sitting next to me. I was gonna smack you and ask you how about the game. Like, yo, you see that fucking
You
game?
were gonna smack me?
Just kind of like, yo, you see the fucking game? Not in a bad way, just fucking.
Yeah.
I've been working on myself in that regard.
Becoming a football guy. You're
Just
trying
in
to
general,
become the
trying to
next
become like a
Jon
man,
Gruden.
a man's man. John,
You're wearing the black and gray out of solidarity for the Raiders.
for Grude, dude.
You're wearing a Raiders uniform
the
right
Grude
now.
dude. They got the Grude dude in the emails.
They got our man.
Did they specify what it was?
Yeah.
He had some.
He had some wild.
Were they
fuckers.
wicked?
Yeah.
The one I saw Gardini pulled up on the way up here was he like laughed at a misogynistic meme. It's like
No.
that's everybody.
I'll be honest. It actually read like when we got in trouble and people were quoting us.
Yes.
Like it reads like that, where it's like it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
What did he hit?
He called Roger Goodell a clueless anti-football pussy faggot.
Oh, he
Yeah,
tagged
he
on
dropped a
it.
couple of those.
Yeah.
He criticized them for forcing them to draft queers because they drafted
I saw that one.
Sam.
Yeah. What is his name?
And it did.
Who was he emailing?
Bad luck that he had a gay player, the first openly gay player on his team.
I think he was emailing the GM of the president of the Redskins.
The Redskins, dude, the president of the Redskins gets down, dude. He loves that shit.
Wait, so did he get in trouble?
Well, no, what happened was
Gruden's
that guy
gonna fall on the
was
sword.
already-
He's probably got the threads ready to go, dude.
Oh yeah,
A lot of Hotmail accounts, dude.
that
Every
guy was
NFL.
already under investigation.
Email investigation?
Yeah. The guy who worked for the Redskins, and then all his emails became like part of the investigation, and then all of his. I guess this was the
Yikes.
one guy I think that Gruden was dumping all this stuff on.
yeah. Gruden was just venting
to
his boy.
Got
He was
fucked.
venting to his boy
So
via
who
email.
told? Who told?
ESPN or
The
New York
Times.
Times. The
Yeah.
New York Times are such
Did they-
fucking cunts all the time.
I mean, dude. So that's
God,
what I'm.
that's all they do.
Was there a chain
Yeah,
email or
they
something? Like who got CC'd to the point where they were like, "Whoa."
No, it was part of like the discovery for the investigation.
Yeah, but what is the investigation?
Wait, so they
I don't
subpoenaed
know. I wasn't able to figure
Yeah,
that
the
out.
other guy's email got subpoenaed.
for what?
So
the
then
Redskins-
they found Gruden
Saying what was he like?
in his emails.
What was the other guy doing?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it was just the Redskins being the Redskins. They just automatically were like, we need
yeah,
to see all
we're
your
gonna check
emails.
these out.
But
What?
It's all BS. I wish they had this same intensity when it came to Hillary's emails.
Yeah, dude. That's why she had the private server. She was
Yeah.
probably saying like these fucking queers
Yeah,
in the
she's
NFL.
like, I can't. These
burn it.
anti-football
Gruden needs
pussies.
to talk to Hillary. Yeah,
Anti-football is the sickest thing to call someone. Somebody, you guys are anti-football. Matt, you're anti-football, dude. You're a clueless anti-football pussy. Anybody who's anti-football is fucking clueless. Also, if coaches are in trouble for being homophobic, every coach is fired.
Oh my God.
The whole point of football is to prove you're straight. That's the entire point. That's literally from Pee-wees. You're like, what are you, a girl? From the start, they're like, what are you, gay? If you play football for 15 straight years, you're getting called gay
Yeah, constantly.
for getting hit.
Yeah.
That's it.
I was just starting to come back around to how much I liked Gruden too.
I like Gruden.
I spent
I like
like the whole lead up to this release. I was watching like all those Gruden
Yeah, his
highlights.
Faces. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't his son too? His son's in the league.
You're thinking
I don't know.
Belichick.
Belichick.
But-
You show me Belichick's son.
Gruden also said that he lost his virginity to the Notre Dame fight song. And they're like, wait, you could hear it? Because I think his dad coached at Notre Dame,
Yeah.
was an assistant, I believe. Either way, they were like, wait, you could hear the band playing? He was like, no, it was playing in my head. I was like, damn, Gruden. I love you, dude.
Yeah.
When he was
Damn,
fucking for
he
the first
is.
time, he was sitting there going, dun, 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 dun.
That's not anti-football.
I bet when he hit the dun, 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 he spat it up. a
Oh
little.
yeah, dude. That's not anti-football at all.
That's the definition of pro football. Well, the reason he was calling people anti-football pussies is because it was right when the concussion stuff came out.
Right.
So everybody was like, they were talking about like ending football. And
Yeah.
he was like, dude, no way.
We're
I
not
love
doing
football.
This. Yeah, we're not doing this.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's
So
when
he
Will
called
Smith
Roger.
cracked
Roger
it open.
Goodell is an anti-football pussy.
Yeah, dude. What the? Well, I'm still blown away by the fact that they subpoenaed coaches' emails. That's pretty nuts, dude.
Yeah.
They should seal that.
All I can find
They
is
should seal the
workplace
It is pretty
misconduct
wild.
Jeffrey
investigation.
Epstein
Putting that stuff
raped
in an
young
email.
girls, and they sealed his documents.
Yeah.
Really?
We can't like Gruden call people gay.
Gruden should be allowed to call people gay.
It
Yeah.
was when that first came out. He was also he called some
D.
guy
Anthony or D. something Smith. He said he had like
Rubber
lips,
lips?
like rubber lips, like Michelin tires or something. He was dropping heat in his
So he-
email.
and
Chelsea, the Redskins
he was
coach?
able to dodge that one a little bit. He was like, "No, I call people who are liars rubber lips."
Mm.
He could have.
And that but then the rest of them came out.
Yeah,
What were
then
the rest of-
homophobia?
Yeah, but were they? I don't
And
know.
then something about lady refs.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was
something-
a meme. That was a meme. That was a GIF or like
By
a
the
meme
way,
or something.
it's something every single football fan has
Yeah,
said.
yes.
Yeah.
Free Gruden, dude.
Yeah, dude. He didn't get caught for racism though, right?
he escaped that when he broke that tackle.
Yeah.
And then he got fucking trucked by homophobia.
You think he's done for good?
Yeah, I think his contract was worth like $100 million though.
So they're gonna pay him out.
I wonder if they are going to pay him
Oh,
out.
who-
Or if
what
they-
college
This is
teams will get
firing
him.
for cause or whatever.
Last chance. That's a good season of Last Chance U.
dude, if he goes to fucking scuba tech down in Mississippi, holy shit. Please, Gruden.
He's about to get paid.
I hope he
dude.
comes to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's homophobic.
Yeah, they'll hire him. Catholic. They have to
Mhm.
be. By nature. I had a
Mhm.
dude fucking corner me about Notre Dame when I was in Chicago. I was on we were flying back.
You were used to it though. You've been trained.
Oh, I was ready to
You've been
roll.
trained by the master.
Dude, he hit me with ND lax. I got hit with
Oh.
ND lax, dude. So this guy, we're sitting there. He sees Maya, like, you know, this guy's obviously a gentleman, and his wife and, you know, Brittany were sitting, or him and his wife were sitting down in a crowded rental shuttle. And he goes, "Ma'am," he gives Brittany and Maya a seat, and he stands next to me, and he was like,
That's a Notre Dame man.
"Dude, big time Catholic values." He was like, "How old is she?" I'm like, "She's about 19 months." He was like, "You got to get her into lacrosse, bro.
Really?
You got as soon as you can.
He
Get her in."
Really?
He was
Lady
like-
lacrosse.
He's like, "Dude, she'll go to school for free."
Yep.
He's like, "You get them in early. They play on the elite teams." He's like, "If you just get them in at 8 years old, the rest will take care of itself." He's like, "Full ride."
Lady golf too, apparently.
Yeah. Well,
You're
he
going
was
to have free
saying,
college, but you are going to have a lesbian daughter.
What?
fair.
No, Lex.
You're going to have a
Lex
lesbian
ladies?
daughter no matter what at college anymore, so she might as well
True.
be able to fucking
I
toss
thought you were
it around
saying
the
me.
horn.
I was like, what the fuck is that supposed to mean, dude?
I'm saying everyone. All of our daughters are going to be lesbians.
Yeah.
I mean, God forgive me, my sweet baby,
What?
but all girls are lesbians now, dude.
Yeah, they go.
Every
they
girl,
have to
yeah.
They have to try it out.
Yeah. I mean, you know, God bless them.
Do you think you'll resist
God.
it at all?
No, man, I'm not. Dude, I'm one of those dads. You ever see the dads with T-shirts like, "My daughter's body's not mine to protect, and I support her"?
Yes.
You ever see those?
Yes.
I saw that on Facebook.
It's
Some
your
guy-
people.
my
It's
God.
the liberals.
True,
Really?
it is the libs.
It's the liberals.
I've never seen that
Yeah,
at the meeting.
If you're
I haven't seen
Republican, yours
anyone-
says like you can
kill
date my
you.
daughter, but I have a shotgun.
I'll shoot you in the fucking head. But yeah, the guy he was telling me specifically to stay
I'll
away
shoot
from.
you in the fucking head. If somebody fucks my daughter, I'm gonna kill him.
Fucking shoot them, dude.
I'll kill
Someone
everybody.
fucks my daughter, I'll kill my son. My firstborn.
Man, I've managed to not date any girls with dads like that.
What? Protective?
Yeah,
Alpha?
yeah. Like aggressive,
Yeah, I never.
looking
I
you
have-
up and down. The first
Sixth
time
grade,
you met.
my girlfriend's dad was a cop, and he was pretty laid back though.
Really?
I just remember he was a big Dolphins fan, which made me laugh.
That's pretty funny.
He was just watching Dolphins football. They had like Dolphins memorabilia in the living room. We're in central Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
Just
that's
a
a
Marino
strange.
guy.
Yeah, all the WAPs love the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Makes
Dolphins and Cowboys.
It's
The
their
WAPs are
Notre
little
Dame,
greedy fucks. Dolphins, they love the Dolphins from Marino, but then they're bandwagons for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to stoke up ire on the
I hate
Cowgirls the other day.
Cowboys.
You hate the Cowboys?
I do hate the Cowboys.
I didn't think I hated them until I went to that game and saw how like people from Texas are just,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
People from
Dog.
Dallas,
yeah,
especially.
It
I
is
feel like.
Texas, man. It's like, dude, I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about your gay state. you fucking anti-football pussies. God.
Clueless.
You think Texas is an anti-football state?
No, Texas loves football.
They
You got to
do.
give them credit.
You do got to give
I
credit
do
where
have
it's-
to give credit.
True.
Texas
Wealthy-
does rule. That's what sucks.
Wealthy Texas is almost weirder than like L.A. though.
We encountered a little wealthy Texas.
Mm.
Fucking.
Which one was that? What was that?
We saw that one dude who was so coked out of his mind
Where?
when we were in Austin.
Fuck. I'm trying to
Some
think.
dude. We were in some bar.
Oh, my
There's a
God.
dude who was just
Oh
literally
my
like,
god.
he was
Oh,
so
yeah,
coked
yeah,
Oh
out.
I
my
remember
god.
that.
I've never
It was
seen
you
someone with that
came
much
in.
coke.
It was nuts, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
He walks in and says, yeah. And he's like, where's the bathroom? Right away.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wealthy Texas is tough.
I never fucked with it other than that was the only wealthy Texan I've ever met.
Oh no, like the dudes, wealthy Texas dudes are like guys that are trying to really like live forever. They get like plastic surgery, like chicks get plastic surgery, like nose jobs,
Like
Yeah.
blood.
lip injections.
What's the other stuff when you get like young people's blood? put in
Yeah,
your
like
body?
is that adrenochrome or something? What's adrenochrome?
Yo, bro, I'm not trying to get these platforms.
True.
What is? I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, right. Liberal.
You guys probably have it at Thanksgiving, dude.
Yeah. That's probably all you guys.
It's like a
Yeah.
gland. It's like some glandular thing. You can like get it out of a baby and you like eat it and feel like a god.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you mandatory vax everybody.
And they drink.
Chris loves the mandatory vax, by the way.
Do you like it?
I'm indifferent to it.
It's racist. It's inherently.
Disgusting.
It's systemic racism, bro. It's inherently
Oh, yeah.
racist. You can't be on a jury apparently now if you're not vaccinated.
Really?
I think
That's great.
Damn.
Well, back to all white juries.
That's what they're saying.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I'm a big fan of, I can't stand the man's politics, obviously, but I love Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Big fan of the man. Politics, abominable.
What's he
Stuff
doing?
he's saying about the vaccine, can't stand it.
Oh yeah,
But I like his pizzazz.
But what's
like
he saying? What's he saying about the vaccine?
he's not
Just
a
a
proponent.
Bunch of
And
nonsense.
we love the
A
vax.
bunch of nonsense, dude. Talking about simulation 201 or
Oh man.
when they simulate it, like what will we do in the event of a novel coronavirus?
Yeah.
Stuff like that, saying like people like ran a simulation like 5 years ago,
And
talking
it's
about how we
going
would suppress
exactly how it-
if there were an event, how would we suppress disinformation
Yeah.
rather than like focusing on how to get people healthy. It's just not. It's bullshit, bro.
It's
Pisses
crazy.
me off. I saw it. I turned it off. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's kind of
But-
how I feel about the whole thing.
I like the guy.
Yeah.
I like his energy.
Was he a geese? Is he an old guy or is he
Yeah.
young?
Pretty old. He's RFK. Yeah, he's
And
RFK.
he's got a
Jr.
fucked up throat.
He got fucked
So he
up.
sounds insane.
Yeah, he got his.
What, like that? Yeah.
I've never heard anyone sound like him in my life.
Apparently, he says it was from a vaccine. Fucked up his throat.
Really?
He said that. Not again. That's why he's off all the fucking major network. That's why he's off all the major tubes, dude.
Yeah, I will say this: you were anti-vax like years ago. I remember that.
Yeah,
so I was
back-
like, "What are you, a fucking hippie?" I remember that.
Remember years and years ago, I was like, they're positioning for a new $1 trillion industry. And, they're getting it and they deserve it and they should have it. We should all do what they say. And if you disagree, you're a fucking asshole, dude. And you're a threat
Yeah.
to our democracy, to our health.
Yeah,
It's
I
true.
just hope all those people get the justice that tried to storm and overturn the entire government. Remember that?
The justice?
That they deserve justice. We
Yeah.
need to rat those people out that
Oh,
stormed
big
the
time.
Capitol and
Big
attempted
time.
a coup.
Well, it all starts
They almost-
with
yeah.
It all starts with finding homophobic emails. That's
Yes.
where you find. That's like the fucking breeding ground for
Dude.
anti.
My penis stings right now.
I
Your
think
penis is stained. God. But yeah, man.
I think that's true. I think we're safer as a country now that Gruden is not in charge of the
The Las Vegas Raiders.
Nah, dude, the network they did not cut the head off the snake with that.
If they were
Definitely
winning,
not.
if the Raiders, I know they're having a good year right now, but if that was like a long term, they won for like if that happened to Bill Belichick, the Patriots would be like, no, like we're keeping.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I wonder.
Now Belichick's like kind of now that Brady's gone, I think he could succumb to it.
Yeah,
But I bet they would have. I bet if it was like New England and they were winning,
the height of
they
his
would be
power.
like, bro,
Yeah, where do you go from there? What do you think he's gonna do?
Gruden,
Yeah.
be sad for like a year,
Yeah.
and then be like, oh yeah, I have $100 million and I won a Super Bowl.
True.
Yeah,
But it is always like everybody's thing when someone gets like canceled like that. Everybody's always like, he's rich, he'll be fine. It's like what? So he should just be done with his life now?
Yeah.
All
What
he
should he
did-
do?
Yeah, all he did was like
8 years ago. He sent an email.
Could he buy a
Yeah.
football team? Like a minor league football team?
they probably wouldn't sell.
To Gruden?
Yeah,
If the money's right, dude.
I don't know. They
If
might
you could
band
grab, like,
together.
In like a year, he'll coach somewhere.
He's hit up John Bon Jovi, dude, and buy like an arena football team.
Yeah,
Turn into a fat cat.
That's the crazy thing is I bet if he just coached for another 3 weeks, it'd be over.
What do you mean?
Like if they just didn't respond to it.
If he said like, this is football.
You just stop talking about it and like move on to something else.
True. Or just, if he came out like, I'm sorry, I called people anti-football pussies. Yeah, that's got to have coaches fucking quake.
Every coach.
Every coach. Is
every
probably-
coach I've ever been in front of has said something
Yeah.
wildly homophobic.
Yeah. It's like the military.
It is.
It's very similar to the military.
Yeah.
It's like we're going to have the military, people going around killing people. They have to do it. But it's like, they're not going to be like, oh, excuse me. What
Yeah.
did I say?
Do you remember there was like an island, like I think it was like part of some Marine base. They had some separate island for like the most hardcore Marines. Did you ever hear about this?
I know what it is, but I don't want to talk about it.
There was something where they like, because like someone died because they were doing like
Yeah,
sort of crazy.
Paris Island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I
That's
think it was
where
like, it was all, I think
Got
it
a
was
lot
like
of friends over there. I don't like talking about it.
Yeah, I don't like to talk about that stuff.
But I remember them being like, "Well, this is crazy. We shouldn't be letting them do this." And it's like, I don't think this is any crazier.
Yeah,
than-
we should.
Yeah. Also, it's like look at Jackass. Jackass is crazier than whatever.
Yeah.
At least they're doing something on that island to like get better.
Kill other people.
yeah. Whatever they're doing can't be more dangerous than putting a blindfold on naked with a bull.
True.
Right?
So you want to cancel Jackass? Of course you do. You fucking liberal.
No. No, I'm fighting for those Marines that want to do risky training on Paris Island.
Yes.
That's what I'm just giving voice to the voiceless.
True. Yeah, I think those dudes are. I think that's the agreement. Like, if they die, everyone's like,
Yeah.
it's friendly fire.
They were trying to shut it down at the time.
Well, they have if you have like health issues, they'll say like, hey, sit out, or if you want to, you don't have to. So it happened to Goggins. Well, I've told Goggins.
Goggins is a hero.
Yeah,
Goggins?
They told Goggins. Yeah, he had a heart condition. He tapped out of the. I think they're called revolutions when you're in the Marines or Navy SEALs. It was a water revolution. He was like, he popped or evolutions. that's what
Can't
it's
do
called.
it.
Nah, it's one of his biggest.
He's crazy, right? Is he? What's he talking about on a
He likes
day-to-day
running.
basis?
He used to. Well, I
He
think
runs.
he shredded his bod. Goggins has to do like 2 hours of stretching a day.
Really?
Yeah, he ran his
Yeah,
body.
he ran like 100-mile races.
Yeah.
What?
And just diarrhea all over himself. Nipples bleeding. He's like, I'm not gay.
What the fuck? Why do people do that?
Because they're not gay.
Demons, bro.
Yeah, but it's like,
What is it?
Why
Yeah,
not
demons,
bike?
bro.
You bike instead. You
He
would
did
get
it. He
the
did all that
knees.
shit. I think he was doing like
Did everything he
triathlons.
could.
Yeah, dude.
Couldn't escape his
I want to get
demons.
one of those stickers, dude. They give the marathoners to tell them how many times they had sex. Like 26.2. Slap it on my decal. I literally woke Brittany up with that the other day.
That
I started-
they should give guys stickers for sex.
I was shaking in bed. You ever
Yeah.
see those stickers? 26.2?
Yeah.
13.1?
Yeah.
And we passed a car. She's like, what is that? I was like, it's how many times they had sex. I remembered that and laid in bed and was like,
Got her.
that's the best when you're shaking.
Sean, what would yours say? 3?
How many times have you had sex? Real rap.
Too many to count, dude.
Really?
How many times?
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
How many different girls?
I don't know, man. I don't,
If you had to guess, dude, don't get weird.
You lost count, dude? You pig.
yeah, dude, I'm a pig.
You pigged out.
I'm an absolute pig.
What?
No, I don't know. I mean,
Don't worry about it, Sean. I can
don't
see you're uncomfortable.
You don't want to save yourself from
private
marriage?
matter. No, maybe I should start now.
Too late, dude.
It's never too late.
Damn it. Yeah, for a guy. Yeah, you're right.
For a guy, it ups your stock.
True.
Proves that
Getting
you're
lots of
a
pussy.
good guy.
Yeah. But you can't talk about it. If they ask you, just be like, I don't want to talk about this. Girls will ask. They'll be like, so how many girls are you been with? You say, just you, babe.
Never kiss and tell.
It's like, oh yeah, I'm just kind of looking for the right person.
True.
Share a moment with.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
That's what you got to say.
Keeps me honest, dude. I think
Yeah.
about I'm like, dude, if I had to do adult dating, like
Yeah.
it's tough.
Yeah.
I like it.
I guess.
No, it's
yeah.
you know,
I like it.
I hear you.
I truly enjoy it. Going out on a date's fun.
I've mixed emotions about it.
It is kind of
the Tinder
exciting.
thing's tough because you're like,
Yeah, I don't have to. Thankfully, due to my
yeah,
incredible career in entertainment,
yeah,
I can just go on dates
you can have fun.
Yeah.
and have fun and do cool sex.
I'm talking about
things.
looking for the one, dude.
But if I didn't have this fucking incredible clout,
His power,
if I was just this and worked still selling cars, yes,
you'd be on Tinder.
Tinder would be. I did try Tinder and it was a nightmare.
It's scary, dude.
It sucked, dude.
It is bad.
I'd
yeah.
go on there, everybody would be like, "Ew."
No, dude.
I would get DMs that say, "Get the fuck off here,
Fuck you.
freak creature."
What's Bumble's the one where the girls can message you
Yeah,
first.
it's all sad.
There's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, I would just get DMs that said, "Piece of shit."
New York Tinder
Fuck
is
you.
especially brutal because it's like so hot, and you just look through them all day.
Yeah, and then you
And
only
nobody-
get fats.
yeah, they only
Just
get
fats.
the
dude.
most disgusting
bad.
people on earth. Yeah.
No, that's not bad, dude.
Guard
New
dog,
York-
you're on Tinder, right?
Yes.
How's that going?
No, well,
Do you have fishing pictures?
no, I don't because that's like a joke.
Everybody thinks it's hack. You
Yeah,
should
it's
make yours
hack, man.
all fish.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah,
I
That's
have-
funny.
You
I
should
can't do it, dude. I feel so gay doing it. Like,
Why? You're
don't
just trying to
know.
fall in love.
just
dude.
kiss a fish
anything I write or say or post makes me feel like a fucking loser. dude.
on the thing.
Yeah.
It does make you feel like a loser.
My
Writing-
profile was off the hook.
I'm sure it was.
My profile was
I'm
nice.
sure it
dude.
was insane.
It was like the fiery. My heart has a fiery passion of 1,000 Latino lovers. Dude, my fucking profile was nasty.
Oh God.
It was pretty nasty. That was my only strong suit.
Yeah.
That I manipulated my Comedy Central web series like extra
I
appearance.
remember that.
Pop that in the profile. That was a big change of
Yeah,
pace.
it's a
magnet.
Big change of pace.
You're on TV.
Like technically, yes.
I'll get blacked out. I'll get
In a
blacked out
sense-
drunk and give you head one night.
In a sense, yes, I was connected to a major network tenuously.
They were
Yes.
interested.
Very tenuously.
I was an
Yeah, I
extra
definitely hit them with that, too.
in a web series.
I'm a big physical actor. Let's just leave it at that.
hmm
What did you guys have as a yearbook quote?
I got so much game, I need a referee.
No way.
Swear to God. Swear to God. I got it from an Ice Cube song.
I don't even know.
I was big into Ice Cube, The Predator, that
Oh.
album when I was in 8th grade. Got so much game, I need a referee.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it
what was yours,
sick.
Chris?
I don't even
Live,
remember.
lax, love.
No. I think it was. I think it was a Damian Marley quote.
Oh my
Fuck,
God.
same thing.
It
That's
was bad.
that
It
is
was one of the most
love.
embarrassing things.
What was the quote? Do you remember? You have to remember.
You do know.
I swear to God, I don't know. I'll find it. And
Junior
get it
Gong?
to- yeah, Damian Junior Gong Marley.
What are the quotes?
Oh, I hate
Was
that.
it a quote from the song or like him?
Yeah, it was a quote from the song. It was
What
It
song?
was something about I don't know, probably like stuck
know,
in between
dude.
or something. I
What?
seriously,
Hold on. What is it?
Yeah, you know.
I swear to
fucking
God, I
know.
don't know.
You
I wish
know.
I could call it up.
Just-
I'll get it. I'll get it
just-
for you. I'll figure it out.
Key, you said stuck between. What is it?
I think if maybe what are some of the songs? Stuck in Between is definitely one. That's the first one that I remember.
Look
There's-
up the lyrics. Just stuck in between.
It's bad. I feel like it was.
What
from
was
a
the
different
nature
song.
of the quote? What was it
It's
reflecting upon?
gay,
Society?
spiritual, just weird. It's so
Nothing wrong
bad.
with that.
It was one of those things where I was,
It's gay and spiritual. Matt's like, what's wrong with that?
but it's not a
Being
cool.
spiritual and gay is fine.
It's
No.
not a cool. It's so.
It sounds
bad.
cool. I like it now that you're describing it. I'm like, that's
No,
actually
it's-
pretty chill.
Are you sure
It's-
it's this one, Chris? Because this one's written like Chet Hanks talk.
It is.
Just
Wait,
like
hold on, let me see.
Miguel,
What is it?
Miguel, routine.
Please tell me.
Them kind of gal, they boost your self-esteem.
This might not be it.
Man, this is giving me anxiety.
This
I
is-
feel
might not
terrible
be
for
it.
you.
Did you have a patois fucking quote?
Dude. It is Chet Hanks.
Big ups to my music teacher. This is
Yeah.
Chris O'Connor.
Me's gonna miss you
Dude,
now.
it is that bad. It's something really bad. Hold on.
Fuck, dude. You had a junior gong quote.
Holy
what was
shit.
yours?
I don't think I would have done that.
What do you remember your quote?
I either probably didn't hand it in or wrote
Oh.
something to be a dickhead.
My
for
brother
sure.
Tom tried doing bad luck, class of '96. They took it away and gave him good luck. They just like were like fuck you. Really?
Yeah, I don't know if we did one. I'd have to check.
I think yours might have been these anti-fucking football.
Mine was probably
pussies.
like, "I'm D1. See you later." And then by the time it was printed, I was already quitting.
Oh,
Did you guys win cool superlatives?
I think we might be honing.
No,
in
we
on
didn't
it
have
here.
that.
Yes.
Wait,
You
was this
class
8th grade?
clown, Shane?
Or high school?
No, I
This is
wasn't
high
class
school.
clown, and I remember
Mine
that
was
bothered
ninth
me.
grade. What?
Somebody else was
me
class
too.
clown, and
You
I was
know what
like,
I
I'm
won?
funnier.
Really?
Do you know what
And then I
wondered?
dedicated my entire life to the craft of comedy to be like, I'm definitely
Who
funnier
was
than
class
that
clown?
person.
Does it hold up?
I don't know. I think it might have been a guy named Joel who was very funny.
So that's a funny name.
He
Joel
was
is
funny.
a funny name.
He is still funny.
Really?
Yes, I've run into him, and it grinds my gears, dude. I'll see him at the bar. He'll be like, "Hey, what's up?" And then he'll say something hilarious. I'll be like,
The whole bar's like,
I'll be like,
it's like, hey guys, round is on me. How you been, Shane?
"Yeah, fuck." And I say, "Big ups, me Bagwan did nah.
Me looking for the girl to boost me
Me
self-esteem.
play lacrosse at the Drexelman. Drexelman
I
singing
don't know
in
what
the
it is,
thing,
but
bus
it's-
driver."
Me go and toss this ball around the horn with me pals.
So bad. I do. Ugh.
That's lax talk. Pass it around the horn.
Yeah. Swing around the horn.
Swinging
Yeah,
around the horn, yeah.
Yeah,
I played one game of Summer League lacrosse.
Lacrosse is
Someone
great.
smacked me with a stick,
I
and
stand by
I
lacrosse.
became furious.
Yeah.
I became
dude.
furious, hit them back with a stick, and they're like, "You're
That
out."
was how they sold it as kids. It was just like, do you want to hit people with a stick? You can do it.
What'd you say? Nah, man, that sounds wicked
He said,
brutal.
me don't like them sticks done.
He played baseball. Everything gonna be irie.
Hey, all right. I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, dude, he's Junior Gong. Dude.
He is. Chris, now do you believe wet sand holds umbrellas?
Oh,
I
The
just
wet
silenced that
sand,
thread.
boy. There. You should have told him you were from the islands. You should have told him you know.
I'm from the islands, boy.
Oh, fuck.
Come on.
Yo, did you see Tyson Fury saying the N-word?
No.
Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury, the boxer, the Gypsy King.
Oh, really?
He's like 6'9". He's huge. He's a heavyweight champ of the world. It's not. He doesn't say it.
He's a white bro?
Singing along to Notorious. And if you don't know, now you know. And he says it. And
On where? Like, just like a Snapchat?
it's just an old video. It's him and his family. He's like singing with his family. They're all little kids and shit. But it's funny because Black Twitter's been pretty funny about it.
Yeah, you can't fall
Because he just
Gypsy
knocked
King.
out Deontay
Yeah.
Wilder, who's like a jacked black dude. This is
And
the
they've
third
been
time he's
hitting him
whooped
with-
his ass.
They've been hitting him with
And they're
the
like, he said the N-word, and all the Black Twitter is like, we sent our best hitter, dude. He's allowed to. We can't do anything about this one. It's
I
pretty
feel
funny.
like there is a grace period with the singing stuff.
Singing, and when you're the 6'9" heavyweight champ of the world.
Yeah. Like
You
Nate
can-
Diaz
and he's
got it
British.
back. Yeah.
He's a gypsy. He's a fucking.
What are you going to do?
Have you seen this guy? You'd love this guy.
I think I've seen
You
him
would
before.
fucking love this guy.
I'm sure I would.
He sings. He after the match, if he wins,
I
he
saw a
stands in the
clip of
ring and
that guy.
sings for like 3 straight minutes.
I saw a clip of that. The guy actually.
He sang "Walking in Memphis" and he changed it to "Walking in Vegas," and he sang it.
Slim Thug actually put a thing up on his Instagram.
Fucking incredible.
I follow Slim Thug.
With a Jesus hat, like a Mexican Jesus hat, like Jesus in the shape of the fish,
and he's just.
and he's a 6'9"
Gypsy, bro.
gypsy.
Yeah,
He's
man.
the Gypsy King. I think his family was like bare knuckle boxers. And there's a video we talked about it a long time ago. There's a video of him. They did like their own podcast type thing. It's just him laying on a couch, being like, "And the Jews control the media." I don't know what accent that was, but he's laying on a couch like they do. He's talking into a mic. He's like, "They control the media."
Yeah, man.
He's the heavyweight champ, dude.
He's a champ, bro.
There's nothing they can do.
Yeah, it's weird they're fucking going for these dudes who are like dealing with strict, just like Gruden's in charge of dudes slamming into dudes. He's in charge of just punching dudes in the head, and they're like, "Can you fucking believe this?"
It's like what
yes.
Chappelle said in his special about
Yeah.
the baby.
Yeah,
He's like, they got him for saying like, my fans don't have AIDS. Meanwhile, he literally murdered a guy in a Walmart,
Walmart.
and everyone's like, yeah, he's a rapper.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
Wasn't it self defense? Or did
must
he,
have been. It must have been.
He had them things on him. Really?
Say it into the mic, Sean. I
He
might
shot
run up on
someone
you if you
down
don't
in
talk
the
to the
Walmart.
mic.
Yeah, dude.
He shot someone down in the Walmart when they ran up on him
Did
and
he
his
say
baby
clean
mama.
up in aisle 16?
Damn, imagine seeing a shooting in the Walmart.
I'm sure
I
tons of
would've-
people have.
dude.
I'm sure
My
tons of
cart,
people-
that would have been right out the door.
Oh, you would have
Security,
stolen?
I believe you have something to handle.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
After shooting somebody?
No,
if there was
during
a
a
shooting
shooting,
in
Matt would
Walmart,
have
I would-
immediately shoplifted.
Oh, I would have been.
Oh, yeah,
What was
yeah.
that show where people load as much stuff into your shopping cart?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That Walmart must have
Supermarket
plunged,
sweep?
dude.
Supermarket sweep. When I was a kid, that was the dream.
I used to fuck around.
I remember watching that like, this is incredible. And then now that you're an adult, it's like they got like $300 worth of like bread. Some idiots just swiping like Ziploc bags.
It's like shopping at BJ's. You can just go shop at BJ's.
Yeah, you can just do that now.
Yeah, that was really sick.
They should
dude.
bring those shows to like North Korea. You know, just be like, hurry up, dude.
Yeah, as much as you
Get
can
as much food as you can real quick.
And then
And
just
at the
gun 'em
end-
down on the way out.
At the end, just like check if they said anything bad about the fucking leader,
The dear
spring
leader.
Yo, put that shit back, bro. Yeah, man. I used to watch that, then go to like Gennardi's with my mom, and just be like, I just want to fucking
Swipe it in.
just one aisle, dude.
Mm.
Snack aisle. It's like fruit roll-ups,
Gushers.
fruit by the foot,
Just a
Gushers,
Gushers kangaroo swipe.
Dunkaroos, bro. Yeah, man.
That was Bugles guy.
You're
You
abusing.
would
Did you
be,
put 'em on
dude.
your
You've
finger-
been bugle, man.
Did you put them on your fingertips?
Come on.
Yeah, of course.
You put 'em on-
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
When's the last time you had bugles? I got them at a hotel recently.
Yeah.
Really? You
They
got some
hold up,
Bugs.
dude.
They're good.
I hadn't had bugles in a decade.
I was a big Funyuns head, dude.
Funyuns.
Some big Funyuns.
They always seemed low class to me.
They're decadent, dude. Funyuns are
They always the
decadent.
bag always seemed like it was for poors.
Yeah,
Yeah, true.
It is a poor person snack.
That was a trade I'd get.
You know what else I literally never eaten? Spicy hot Cheetos.
What?
I've never
Flamin'
even
Hots?
eaten those. Flamin' Hots?
Bro.
I've seen too many poors devour
You're just
them.
in Chi-Town.
True.
You go to the corner
I
stores
tried to
there.
get some Chi-Town pussy. Ended up slicing my damn penis.
That's a big thing in Chi-Town, dude. You open a bag of Flamin' Hots and they just throw cheese on it and shake it up and send it out.
damn, that's
Yeah, bro. I mean, they're basically Chi-Chis. It's like a gel thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
bro. Get some Flamin' Hots with cheese. Oh, wee. That's the only thing second better to Chi-Town pussy, bro.
I'm not
Go
a
to
big
the
fan of super hot chips.
Andy Cap's hot fries?
No,
What'd you say?
Andy Cap's hot fries?
I've never even heard of those.
Whoa.
but you know the cartoon Andy Cap?
No.
Andy Cap's hot fries, they might have been the most
What's
swagged
Andy
out snack.
Cap?
Yeah, it was a cartoon in the Sunday paper that it was just a guy. He'd come home drunk and his wife would like hit him and he'd leave.
And then they launched
Drink
and then they
again.
launched their
Man,
merch.
you must have loved that.
Their merch.
Oh, all right. Yes, I have seen those.
Yeah, their merch was. Then they like started slanging merch with like hot fries. They were probably the most delicious snack.
You know who else ruled? The Lockhorns. Isn't that their name? It's just a guy who trashed his wife every day. Was it the Lockhorns?
or is this the Viking dude?
No.
I think I know
Hey,
you're
guys,
talking
I'm
Two
about.
guys that would. It was a guy and a woman that would just talk shit to each other. It was a man and a wife.
I'm trying to think. I used to fuck
Look
with.
that up. See if that's a. It can't be
Yeah,
the.
check
It
out
might be
old-
the Lockhorns.
I used to fuck with non sequitur.
Maybe I'm wrong about Andy Cap.
Is it the Lockhorns? Was that correct?
Did you fuck with the Piranha Club?
I don't even know what that. The Lockhorns.
Let me see. Can I see them?
Yeah, they used to lock horns.
Oh, dude, the grumpy guy.
The grumpy guy and his shitty fat wife
Lockhorns
talk shit
ruled.
to each other.
That's
Yeah.
a lot like Andy Cap.
Yeah, it sounded
I
like
remember
it.
it,
That's what.
I just munched on Andy Cap. I didn't enjoy his artwork.
It's so funny.
I just enjoyed his culinary fucking art.
Yeah.
Like I never, I would, because I would, I'd laugh at all the
You used to laugh at the funnies?
Yeah, dude, I love
Yeah,
it.
I used to like. the
I
Lockhorns.
go, yeah,
Mom!
yeah,
Mom,
Look
yeah.
at this.
yes, I'll have strawberry cream cheese on my bagel.
yeah, yeah.
Christopher, are you looking at the funnies again? We have no time for this. It's yacht practice. You're late for knot tying.
Take the real estate section. Oh, my God.
Christopher, have you been listening to that reggae? You must be on marijuana.
Dad, I'm not. Just go up to my room.
That
like,
plant's for
I shot
that
the
plant
sheriff.
drives Mexicans
Yeah.
out of their minds. It makes them crazy.
Anyway,
Oh,
I enjoyed the funnies.
used to blast reggae. I used to enjoy the funnies big time,
Yeah.
dude. Sunday paper. I go home, I would just munch a bagel. That's I'm just projecting.
I will say,
I'd munch a bagel.
family circus can suck my dick though.
Yeah, I
Not
never
for
liked
me.
Family Circus.
Not for me.
Beetle Bailey was.
See the
nice.
troop? Yeah, I liked Beetle Bailey.
was nice. I used to
Yeah.
grab
I liked that big ass Great Dane. What was his name?
Marmaduke.
Marmaduke. Always up to no good, dude.
True. Calls me
I
ruckus.
liked Calvin and Hobbes. I'd pretend that I understood.
You actually love Calvin
I
and Hobbes.
love
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
read their book.
Yeah.
I got their books. I used to read them.
Funny side or Far Side is the goat.
Far
Far
Side is
Far Side
so
holds up.
good.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I used to snag the bra section out of the like Kohl's catalogs or like J.C. Penney's. I would snag that and the funnies after church.
Whack off and
hit
laugh.
the bathroom. Right, fucking.
What's better than that?
I mean, come on, man.
That's the whole point of life.
It was the best.
Jizzing and laughing.
I'll get out of church. I'm like, "It'll be so fucking good."
There's
And I
a-
come home, like, oh,
There's a Far Side cartoon that caused a ruckus, and it was like a cow's tools, and it made no sense, and it drove people insane
what was it?
because they couldn't figure out what the point of the joke was.
You're right. Yeah,
it was
yeah.
like literally a cow standing there with shitty tools that a cow would make.
Yeah.
That was the joke.
in like a shed or something.
Yeah, the joke was that cows would not be able to make good tools, and it just drove people nuts.
People are like, what the fuck is this?
Fuck does this mean? He was getting like letters.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
What's that guy's deal?
he's
I
just
think
a
he
funny
just
guy.
rules.
Yeah, I'd love to read.
He said he would get so much hate mail.
Yeah,
He gets so much hate mail of people being like, yeah, with a lot of stuff, just like, what the fuck is this?
what does this mean, dude?
And he would just be like, I don't really know either.
Yeah,
I
it's just a cow's tools.
just doodled this stuff. He
Far Side
literally,
was great,
like,
man.
He didn't like set out, I don't think, to be like, he just made doodles and like started putting
Man,
up
I'm gonna look at
pictures
some
of them.
Far Side after this.
Oh,
They're
dude, I
so
was-
funny.
I have a big Calvin and
Yeah.
Hobbes anthology. I used to read those when I was little. I fucking love those.
It's time for us to get back into the funnies.
True. Do we have a funny section?
Hocus Focus was my favorite.
Really? Let me, guard dog, bring up Hocus Focus so I can take a look at it.
Hocus Focus is just where there's two similar looking images. It's slightly different. And you gotta
Don't judge me. I used to fuck with
the differences.
Oh yeah, I used to fuck with
fun.
Kathy hard.
Hocus Focus.
Kathy?
Kathy.
Let me see Kathy. Let me see
Kathy
what
was
Kathy's
sick
up to.
funny. Kathy was a sick funny.
What was that bitch up to?
It was just like, I think it was just, looking back on it, I think it was just like a middle-aged woman in crisis.
Did you ever get a Kathy birthday card for your mom?
Oh, okay. I remember Kathy. Talking to the mic.
Goddamn microphone?
Sean, talking to the mic. Act like you've been here before, please.
Dude, you're the producer, bro. The hell?
Sean, this episode was
Did you guys
going
ever?
great.
Did you guys ever? I always tried to catch up with Prince Valiant. I never could.
You talking about?
Did you have Prince Valiant?
Nah.
Oh, was that
the
like the
only-
serious ones? Dude, those bothered me so much. It'd be one clip.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's happening in the story? It'd be like, and they got away on a boat. And I remember being a little kid taking a shit, like, what the fuck? What happened?
It would just be one scene.
I'd be flipping through. I'd be like,
Dude, I always
and the cartoon was crazy looking. That's crazy. That was like a remnant of like World War II that like we got to experience. That was like what old people back then were like, ooh, I wonder what happened this week.
My favorite picture.
Wow. Back to walking around outside.
Back to staring at the sky.
Yeah.
I never had any idea what was going on.
Back to remembering those war crimes.
Dude, we need to do a funnies, dude.
There was a
Get
period
funnies
where
going?
I committed to Prince Valiant for like 2 months
Yeah.
and was unable to figure out what was happening and gave up on it.
I used to just forget it. I'd look at it, and by the time the next week came, I'd just be like, totally forget it.
Yeah.
I was a big Dilbert guy,
Dilbert was
dude.
funny.
Dilbert was one of my
What about
favorites.
that one that was like it was like birds in a tree? Do you remember what the fuck was it called? And there was like a bar. It was like, you know, it was birds in a tree, but they were having their lives were falling apart. All the funnies were people
Yeah.
with lives are falling apart.
Yeah,
It's
dude, the
pretty
dudes who
great.
wrote those were fucking.
Yeah. Like Depression era humans. They were like, yeah, you think your life sucks? Look at this bird.
Scott
He's had a
Adams
tough
did
time,
triumph.
too.
Scott Adams did triumph. He was one of the only cartoonists, one of the few
Yeah.
who. Now he has like a YouTube blog.
Yeah, he's a lot of
You know what
people like
propelled
him.
his career?
Or no.
He's like he has very strong views against.
Oh, wait. Was he Dilbert?
Yeah, he was the
Oh,
guy
he
who
loved
did Dilbert.
Trump.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he was
Well,
saying
he did. He did like a weird thing where he's like, I don't love Trump, but you have to understand.
he's into his art of.
He's powerful. Yeah,
Yeah, he's big into
He's
persuasion.
extremely
He's a persuasion
powerful. And
guy.
he knows exactly what he's doing all the time.
Yeah, big into
That was his
persuasion.
angle.
But he was
What
like
if he did?
I mean, that's he
that's
kept
the-
coming back to
that's
it. Where it's
the-
like, how can you argue? Look at the results.
That's the
Keeps
real problem
pushing.
with you guys. The real catch-22 with the left is like, is he a nincompoop or is he orchestrating a coup and destroying the
The
democracy?
catch-22 with the left is nothing they do is cool. Everything they do is not cool.
I'll tell you what, your guy's having a tough time right now in the polls.
And
Yeah.
everything
Your
the
guy's having a
Republicans
tough
do
time.
is kind of cool.
Well,
No, it
They're
didn't
like,
used to be
"Fuck
that
you,
way.
Leave me alone. It didn't used to be that way.
It didn't be until you guys really started shoving it down everyone's
Yeah,
throat.
yeah.
all you guys had to do for a while was just like, nah, you can get abortions, and everyone's like, yeah, it's sensible. And now
Yeah.
you guys fucking lost it.
It's too. It's
I have
tough.
I have a
It's
theory.
annoying.
Trump was like a CIA shock doctrine
Yeah.
operative, just to completely destabilize the country. When he first came in, I was like, dude, I think this is part of a larger orchestration.
I think he's just a rogue wave.
I don't think it was orchestrated. I think it just
I think he just
is what happens with our media
Yeah,
and with
true.
everything. I don't think it was like they sat down and were like, let's do this. I think just anytime something that polarizing comes out with today's the way we're
Yeah.
set up, it's gonna destroy everything.
That's very possible. My
I
thing
think
is,
that's significantly
I don't
more
think
possible.
they'd have been able. No, they're true. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's very possible that I'm wrong. What I'm saying is, he created the perfect conditions for us to have, and rightfully so. I'm glad we've had all of our constitutional rights stripped away.
Yeah.
But I think he set up the perfect conditions for that to happen.
Yeah.
But again,
to
yeah.
fight back.
But that was just because exactly what would happen with this media
Have you
is
seen-
if one bully got
Yeah,
it.
I guess so. I guess Obama.
If the media
would
had
quietly-
chilled on him a little,
yeah,
it wouldn't have been that polarizing.
no, that's a fair point.
Yeah,
'Cause
they
they would have
could.
just passed.
They
that.
made everybody cry.
Did you see the video of him?
Chris and all his friends cried.
I did not cry.
What did you do
cried
on
that
election,
night.
on election night?
I did not cry.
You came close.
I was upset.
Democracy is
I
dead
didn't-
as we
that's-
know
see,
it.
That's
Me
what's
gone
good.
one no. Me so sad now.
So
You
sad.
hear me?
It's a
What's going to happen
dictatorship.
to my people?
The Trumper man, him no good.
Right.
Well, they were just quietly passing that stuff before. That was the funny thing. They were just quietly pass all kinds of wild shit.
Yeah,
That's what Snowden got. Like, that was his big moment when they were like, the government can read all your texts. And everyone's like, what? And it's like, yeah, we passed the bill. Come on, stop crying,
yeah,
guys.
we're gonna read your text.
So I guess you don't have to destabilize.
Yeah, they
I
could
don't know.
do it some other way.
Maybe it was just the swing from Obama. It was like everyone got to be pumped on Obama, and then they're like,
Yeah.
No, Trump just like, you can't take it. I mean, with that clip the other day was the funniest thing.
AIDS.
No, the one where he was looking at that sleeping guy at the speech. It's just like, there's some dude at a speech. I don't know where he's from, Turkey or something.
Yeah, Muslim.
And he's
Egypt, Afghanistan, Turkey. I
a Muslim
forget.
fell asleep at a Trump rally?
He was just-
pan to the right, and Trump's there looking at him.
Somebody else was giving a speech. All these world leaders are on a stage, and there's a Muslim guy just asleep. And the camera pulls back, and Trump's just like a dad in church. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
It's so funny.
I thought you said it was during a Trump rally. A Middle Eastern guy passed out, like slapped.
Oh,
him.
no.
You think you'd be on fucking?
It's so
No,
funny.
they'd be litty.
Because
Yeah.
as they're panning to the right, Melania's sitting there just staring straight ahead, motionless. It just gets to his face. And it is the funniest scowl. He scowls in the only way that Trump can. It's just-
Yeah. You think he'll be back?
I think so.
I
I
think
think he's
he'll be
going to
back.
storm back 2024.
You're dropping breadcrumbs. You think the storm's coming?
I think so. How could he not?
You're doing Q drops, bro.
He's still got the heat.
Yeah,
don't
he's
know.
the only one that can. No one can beat him.
Yeah, but like, what are they even beating? What are they doing?
Well, I'm saying like there's no other Republican that'll be able to
Yeah.
get the nomination over him.
Yeah.
And then it's because there's a whole middle ground of people that don't give a fuck about politics that want
Sure.
Trump to win.
Yeah.
You know, whoever those people are.
Yeah. True.
I don't want him to win.
Yeah.
I don't know what I
Slice
want.
of America.
I genuinely don't know what I want right now in terms of him coming. Do I want to deal with
Yeah, I don't want to deal
four
with
more
that.
years
I
of
don't-
hearing
I
about
don't want
him?
to deal with that. But then again, it's the same thing as last time, and we've said this a million times. But it's like, do I want to deal with him? No. But do I want the left to get their way after they stomped and cried for 4 years? I also don't want that, which that's them winning. Us all being like, I don't want to deal with this again, is us being like, I don't want to deal with the left being fucking giant pussies, know nothing, anti-football pussies
True.
for 4 more fucking years. The left is anti-football.
I think I would say so.
I'm telling you, Matthew
I think
McConaughey.
it's gonna be a classic.
It's going to be
split.
Kamala Trump.
It's gonna be a classic.
Yeah.
split,
And
nothing's
she's
gonna get
not
done.
even going to be close to him.
Nah, dude.
No.
That would be a huge
Bloodbath.
fucking disaster if they try to run her.
Yeah, definitely not.
And they might, because they have to.
Yeah.
They have to. By their own rules that they've created, they have to elect a woman of color.
Biden's just got to limp into that 5th year.
He's not.
Bro.
He's gonna make it.
Did you see the videos people trying to say he shit himself?
Yes, when everyone rushes out of the room.
You told me about it. I got to see it.
I was looking for
Chris doesn't watch Biden.
It's not the smoke.
Chris refuses to look at himself in the mirror.
I told
See what you've created.
No,
Yeah, I mean, dude.
I tuned out a while ago.
For the first time in my life, I'm like, I think I might vote. I think I might vote next presidential election.
yeah.
For Trump.
Who for?
Just anyone other than I might vote Republican.
Libertarian.
No, I need someone to win. I need whoever these Texas senators are who are being like,
Texas
we're not
senators?
fucking shutting down school. I don't know. One of these
DeSantis
guys.
from Florida might run.
Yeah.
That could be a guy
Yeah.
instead of Trump. Because Trump will be geezed up. I mean, he'll still be on
Who's
wild
Rand?
amounts of
I'm
amphetamines.
into Rand Paul right now.
Rand Paul?
Hate the man's politics, bro. Hate what he's doing to Fauci, but big
Rand
fan.
Paul.
Did you guys get to watch Fauci's
He doesn't have
Disney
the
movie?
magic.
What?
Fauci's Disney documentary?
What was that
Oh,
about?
I saw a trailer.
Your
for that,
people made this.
I think so.
It's about,
This came
is that
out
about,
like around
the
the
AIDS
same
pandemic back when he was.
No, they leave
Yeah.
out the AIDS pandemic.
They don't talk about his role.
They leave
This
out
isn't about
HIV,
like a
AIDS.
girl who's got lesbian parents who grows up to be a doctor or something.
Oh, I have no
I
idea.
think
There's
it- no,
literally
I-
a Disney thing on Disney Plus called
Oh,
Fauci.
I've seen it.
trailer
No, I know
I saw.
you're talking about. It's like it follows a family from like the start of Fauci's thing, and like it watches American health get worse and worse under his leadership over the course of like 30 years. And
Yeah,
no
and then
one
it looks
holds him
into
to
his
task.
patents
This
and
came
where
out-
all his money comes from.
I see that looks decent. I might.
He's
check.
working hard. He
It's a Pixar
deserves to
movie.
make some money.
I can't believe no one's like gotten tricked hard enough anti-Fauci to try to kill him yet. You know what I mean? Because dudes that fall into that like wormhole of like Fauci is the devil. Like Bill was like seething when he saw Bill Gates. When
He's got an army
We
of-
just had Bill Gates on TV. He was like, "I hate this motherfucker so much." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "Fucking look at him."
Now Fauci's got body doubles. He's got an army of
He's got
tiny
doubles.
Italians. Yeah,
Yeah, man. I mean, dude. Yeah, that's
that's what I think.
I'll be honest. I don't like the guy.
You don't like him?
I don't like Fauci, bro. I don't like Gates. I don't seethe on them. I just like the
Which-
fact Gates hangs with pedos, bro, and that's kind of like
Yeah,
it weirds me out.
Yeah, but so did Trump Dog.
yeah.
It fucking weirds me out.
Yeah,
It's bizarre. But
I
Gates'
think- look-
thing. But here's the thing, though. Trump did say, "I
Trump
went
hung out with
there.
the staff.
I went there once." Gates' stuff is post conviction for child sex, and it was like allegedly multiple encounters. And
Yeah.
Gates is like, I was looking in for fundraising options, and it was like, it just doesn't add up.
Yeah, I saw that interview. Oh wait, didn't you guys just show
Yeah, we
me
showed-
that?
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, I was exploring fundraising options, and his wife apparently has come out and been like, he used to go chill there. He used to decompress
On the island?
at the New York. His ex-wife, excuse me.
I think you get high enough up there, you're gonna cross paths with some pedos.
Yeah, that's your excuse.
But post,
I think it's
post,
What the fuck?
I don't get
Chris?
mad at
you
Trump about
fucking make
POs.
excuses for these people all day.
I hold Trump at
Dude.
arm's length.
No,
for that.
look,
I
hey,
hold Trump's
I'm a
forever at arm's length.
pragmatist. You know,
What would the world's richest man need to do to like? What contacts would he need from a convicted pedophile?
I don't know.
Like, who can he not talk to?
I don't
that
know.
He can?
I don't know.
I
But
mean, he
I've,
probably has a pretty extensive.
I've
network.
watched enough
People
Game
owe
of
him a lot
Thrones
favors.
where sometimes you got to make strange.
Do you think Epstein was just protecting the realm? Instead of being eunuch, he just had his egg-shaped penis and was like, "Yes, yes."
He was. Epstein was that guy. The guy that was out in the woods with all his daughters. I mean, Jon Snow did stay there. So,
He had to.
Craster. Jon Snow did stay there. So, technically, Jon Snow is on the list.
God damn. Instead of leaving his firstborn sons, he was leaving like Claire's accessories out in the snow. They will come.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't have extreme animus towards the man. I'm just kind of like, what's up with this fucking guy?
I haven't done any research at all.
I only watched Talking Points with Sagar and Crystal Ball, and the whole time I watch it, I just laugh to myself thinking how much Sagar has a crush on Crystal Ball.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So I just watch him look at her.
What's her name?
You're into it for
Sagar
the will
and
there,
Crystal
won't
Ball.
they?
Crystal Ball?
Yeah, her name's Crystal Ball.
Her name is Crystal Ball.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
She's not to be trusted.
Dude, she's a
She
strong.
comes from bad stock.
Crystal Ball, dude.
She comes from stupid people.
She
You better
definitely
take that
does.
back, dude.
She
They're the
definitely
number
does.
one news show on Spotify right now.
I heard.
Thanks to our listeners.
Joe Rogies. Joe
bumped them
Rogies
up.
likes them.
I like them, dude. They're
Did
good.
they pass Joe Rogies?
No, he put them on.
News. Number
on
one
his
news. Yeah.
Dude, before I forget this,
Yes.
there's a podcast. Everybody go listen to it. It's called Promo Code Podcast.
Yes.
All right, that's all.
Check it
I
out.
forgot it. I wanted to pump this up.
Hell
It's a
yeah.
very funny podcast.
Hell yeah.
It's called Promo Code Podcast. Listen to it.
Whose podcast is it?
Ah, fuck, I can't think of his name right now.
You shouldn't put him on the spot like that.
What
No.
the fuck's your problem, dude? Yo, speaking of getting put on the spot, I was watching this interview with Ben and Jerry's. Did you guys see that at all?
I saw
It's so funny.
why
What's the
they
deal?
don't support
I
Israel or
think
something.
It was something about like they're anti-Israel. They're pro-Israel, but they're against like Israel's policies. So I think they were going to stop sending ice cream there.
Yeah, they did.
And so the girl was just like, well, "Aren't you guys big on like voting laws and abortion? Why don't you stop selling to Texas and Georgia?" And he's like, "That's a good question." he was like, "Well, we're not going to just stop selling." Like,
Those are our
Can't
countrymen.
not sell
Yeah.
ice cream.
yeah, it was pretty funny for him to get hit with that question.
Yeah.
And just be like, and the other guys, I don't know which one, Ben or Jerry, I don't know which one doesn't talk. They've got a real Penn and Teller thing going on. Yeah, one of them doesn't talk.
Damn,
And
dude.
just sat there like looking at the other guy like, "Don't fuck this up, dude. What are you going to say?"
They did a blockade on the Jays, dude.
Yeah, they hit him. They
How
blockaded
much
the Jays.
ice cream do you think
The Jews eat
Yeah, do they eat a lot of
probably
ice cream?
25% of the world's consumption.
You think so?
I don't know.
You think they got a stranglehold on ice cream?
They probably eat a decent
Are Ben
amount of
and
ice
Jerry
cream.
Jews?
I think Jews typically have fucked up stomachs and react to dairy poorly. So
And Asian
Maybe
people
not.
too. Asian people don't tolerate the
Really?
lactose.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't. They didn't. They didn't. We the whites. Were we the first to do the milk and shit?
no,
What are you talking about, dude?
Cheese?
no chance.
Stop stealing
You
the
don't
stuff
think
from the
so?
Africans, dude. You're appropriating.
I don't know.
No, the milk and stuff. I would imagine like that was Middle East, North Africa and
Just
stuff.
some
Milk and honey, bro.
Just
that was
some-
in the Bible.
Yeah, land of milk and honey.
Just some hungry boy.
Although they do like goat's milk.
Yeah.
Right.
So it could have been any milk. It could have been tit milk and honey.
True.
Would have been nice.
Just hitting a cow and
Sucking a lady's
that
tits.
must have been awesome, dude.
What, sucking ladies' tits?
Just sucking just walking around the earth back then, just being like,
I'm hungry. Come here, lady.
fuck yeah, dude.
A lot
I
of
got a full belly from sucking this cow's titties.
Yes.
man.
Where did that's ancient knowledge, dude.
Yeah.
You're just so fucking hungry.
It
You're
would
just like,
suck to go a whole life and never have an ice to drink.
a what?
Never have one cold drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
Just
live with
all
I
that.
bet they,
warm
I bet
water
they got a
and
cold
milk.
night. They probably got some cold nights
Yeah,
some
dude, that's
days.
some chilly shit.
And there's
dude.
some cold water. They probably ran into some
But
cold
I'm talking
water.
about cold water on a hot day. It's probably
Yeah,
very
that's some
rare.
uncomfortably cold water in
Ver-
the wintertime.
It's
I
not
could
as
live
fun.
without. I could live on just room temp water.
It's so
I do
refreshing.
I
though,
do
when
like
it's cold.
Yeah, I don't mind
I'm a room temp guy. I
water.
don't, it's not. It doesn't
Easy to
refresh me.
chug.
Do you?
Yes,
And I love chugging water.
I love.
I
Chugging.
chug water
Yeah.
constantly.
I don't want to brag, but I have to pee so bad because I chugged so much before I came here.
Matt,
Sean, I basically drank. But yeah, no, I think they must have got like little mountain springs every now and again.
Yeah.
The Romans
That's
had
true.
ice. That was something we got called out on.
Really?
How the fuck did they get all that ice in the show? It's bullshit. The Romans apparently
They
had ice.
bury it, right? You bury ice,
I
it
don't
can
want to
last.
talk. I don't want to talk about that. I have no idea.
I don't want to get into that.
Yeah, I don't want
I
to get
think if
into
you
those
bury
details.
ice, it can last a long time.
Yeah, you know about that and sand, huh?
Yeah. These are two things I know about. That's what they used to do. They would bury ice
Mm-hmm.
in the ground because the ground
can see
is cold
It's chilly down there.
or it's stable temperature. Yeah.
Geothermal.
And you pack it
That's
all together. It's
Back
like it's a
in
little
back in the day in
refrigerator.
Harrisburg, they used to chop the ice right off the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
And the Iceman would come around, cart around some
There's a
blocks
big
of ice.
block.
They
Yeah.
still do that in
Poor countries, I'm sure.
no, they do it in New Hampshire.
Well,
You can go up there for an ice cutting. You just cut big cubes of ice out of the lake.
Nice.
how many people you think? How many Icemen you think got greedy in the spring and died?
Trying to get some more.
Yeah, just hitting the fucking lake. And like,
I think you can only do it deep winter to get big chunks.
true,
But
but
that's
I mean,
the point. And
exactly,
you're saying how many
you know.
people got
Oh,
greedy.
yeah,
and
so
waited
when they
till
don't cut
fell
it
down.
off, it's like it's a chilly March day, and you're like, you chop it on
What the fuck are you doing? You couldn't wait until the podcast was
like,
done to
dude,
chomp,
we have like 4 more minutes left.
and you had to jump.
We have 4 fucking minutes
I
left.
looked
dude.
over at him. He went like this.
He's like a fucking mouse in the corner.
And it was loud. It was unfortunately loud, guard dog.
Lemaire,
So
dude.
you've been masturbating so hard that your penis is damaged.
Have you been using those chocolate covered almonds as like a?
No, I'm just
There's
dehydrated.
no way that's a once a day thing.
Chris, why on my case like that, man?
How hard you fap and how long? What's your duration of your sesh?
You know, I don't know. 15, 10.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
15 is a little.
So how
low.
are you getting that? Because you're living with your parents, right? So
Yes.
what do you? You know, do you wait till they go to bed? Are you doing it while they cook dinner? Like, what do you do? Do you ever come down for dinner after just fapping?
No, I don't really.
Chris
do
did that after the garden. Remember that?
After the
Yeah,
what?
Chris-
When you and your
jacked
father
off
built
too
the
much.
garden, you went upstairs and and then you masturbated and went down for dinner.
How many times do you think your dad masturbated before dinner and just came down like,
I don't know.
True.
just did? You know, they come down, they go.
My parents are- yeah.
Yeah.
Sick dad move.
One time I did get caught masturbating and then have to go right down to dinner afterwards.
Oh, so you were masturbating for dinner.
No.
I was masturbating before dinner. I was like middle school, maybe like 14. My mom came in to tell me dinner was ready, and I was masturbating, and I had to go and eat meatloaf with mommy and daddy after getting caught. Dude, 'cause
Oh,
I'm very
God,
private.
dude.
Who'd you rather get caught by, mommy or daddy?
Daddy by a long
Daddy, but daddy
million.
was
Really?
a jerk about it.
Yes.
dude.
Daddy would have made fun of you.
Daddy would,
Which
make
would have
fun
been
of me.
funny. And if my dad caught me whacking off and then we had to go to dinner, he first off, he was funny, so he wouldn't do it right away. But eventually he'd
He's
be like,
like,
Shane, really cutting that meat pretty fast, huh? Or like some
Yeah,
bullshit
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
And he'd make you break. He'd be like, fuck you, Dad. Everybody does it.
My dad would get me, dude. My dad would get me. He got me a few times.
Oh,
Just he
fuck.
knew how to do it in the bathroom. That was my main
He was
location.
he was gunning for you?
before shower in the
That was your
I
that
would
was
do
your
that.
Alamo.
If I were in there too long,
If I know
were in
someone's
there
whacking
too
off,
long,
I'm fucking with them.
he would bang on the door and be like, "What are you doing in there? Get out of
Yeah,
there!"
it's the best thing to do. What the hell are you doing in there?
Oh.
And then sometimes he would even pop open the lock, but not open the door, just
Pop it to scare you. Holy
And just hear you
shit,
just- yeah.
Dude,
dude.
sick bastard.
But your dad's jacked, right?
Yeah, he's jacked.
Yeah,
He's
that's
jacking
hilarious.
Italian, dude. That's
He's
a good
a jacked
Italian.
Italian guy that's fucking with you. That's very funny.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's actually a nice thing.
It's good fun, yeah.
Yeah, my dad, I think,
Mommy
would have.
catches you, though, it's bad.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
that's
Put the
it.
almonds down. You don't need to
What
eat
was
it all
that
fucking
dinner
almonds.
Charge
like?
situation.
What was that dinner
I
like?
can't remember. I remember I was
You
masturbating.
blacked out.
Yeah, dude, I remember I was masturbating to the girl in Super Troopers, the blonde lady in Super Troopers.
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
blonde
that's
lady.
On
nice.
what?
Ursula on my TV. I paused it on the DVR and just looked at the still photo.
Wow, you just looked at it.
And I
Nice.
would like rewind and
That's
go to,
pro.
like,
That's pro
another-
football right there.
That's
very
you're
pro
very
football.
pro football.
Damn, dude. Yeah, my dad would. I think would have just kind of like been like, "Yeah, Jesus Christ," and blocked it out.
Yeah,
I
what
don't
the
think-
hell are you doing?
He's very uncomfortable at sex talk.
My whole family would never ever talk about
Yeah.
sex,
Yeah.
which is the right thing.
Yeah.
Same. I mean, we didn't talk about it. My mom opened the door when she caught me before dinner, screamed. I screamed. She shut it, and then we just never talked about it again. And I
Screamed.
just-
How'd
She
you scream?
screamed?
She was like, ah.
And you went.
And I was like, ah. And I was like,
"Ah."
I was like, it was like a yelp.
Get the fuck out of here, mom!
Yeah, and I like ripped my shorts back up.
I'm not
Oh,
hungry.
man.
That was bad.
Imagine kids now, dude. You probably have like a VR headset and like a
Sure.
butt
Yeah.
plug in.
Just
You're like,
pocket
dude,
pussy.
come on, get up. You have like a. Do they have like any sort of like artificial tentacle device?
I don't know. Asking me.
Just sucking on a tentacle. It's like,
That would be rough. Getting caught by your mom and not knowing you're caught because you have your VR porn on, and your mom just walks in and you don't notice she's in the
Mhm.
room.
It's had to have
Christ.
happened. Yeah.
Oh, certainly.
you're just sucking on a vibrating egg.
It's just in your mouth.
You just have a butt plug. You have like vibrating panties over your face. And you're sucking on the vibrating egg. Be hot.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
I think it's time to switch over to the Patreon.
Yeah, I think so. Where we at here, Sean? 120? 116. Thought so.
Yes. Austin 116. Go listen to promo code podcast.
It's 3 island boys, baby.
Ooh, a couple island boys. What's up, bro?
I'm an Epstein Island boy. Get molested by Bill Clinton. Probably gonna feel my cheeks. Figured by Gary Glitter.
That's so. That must be hilarious when you're down, like taking the weirdest requests, and it's like, you know, like you're like, I need 12-year-old Cambodian chicks, and they're like, whatever, bro, that's meat and potatoes. They're like, what about 2 little?
Special needs wiggers. Yeah. Do you have any Florida wigger twinks?
I need some reggaeton, 14-year-old white reggaetons, and they're like, I think we can find them. I don't know.
Yeah, dude, Twiggers, they're on the menu. You
So-
see it?
Start calling around. Yeah, that's pretty hot.
You think they got parents?
Getting up on one of them little island boys. So fucking Florida island boys. Where in Florida are they from?
They're
I
little
wonder.
fellas too. You could definitely.
They are.
take them both.
I was when I saw their
You
pictures.
could take them both by force at the same time.
Oh, dude, no problem.
Dude, they're from
I could do.
SeaWorld.
I could do forced oral on both of those. Just 2 headlocks, dude. Fucking twisting my torso to whoever I desire.
Yeah.
It'd be
I
crazy.
could make them spit roast me. Well, you back one up into the wall. And you don't let him. You got. He's gonna try to get like lateral movement, but you got to back him into the wall, and then you just pull the other one into you.
You can do forced sodomy on yourself.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
It's called a forced sodomizer. To force someone to fuck you in the butt. It's crazy, dude.
I call it bottoming from the front.
Might be a fucking. I mean, there's power bottoms. It's when you throw it back, but that's like absolute dictator bottom, dude. It's like, no, you're gonna fuck me in the butt,
Yeah,
you little bitch.
it's the ultimate display of power.
It is. It's a It might be a strange loop. That's the ultimate paradoxical display of power.
It's dictator bottom. It's Kim Jong Il.
Dude, I'm here with motherfucking Mike Rainey. I'm here with motherfucking Tim
for having
Butler.
us,
What's up,
man.
bros?
This is great, dude.
Shane's in California.
Good for him, man. What's
Yeah,
he
dude.
doing? Partying?
No, he's opening up for a very famous comedian.
Oh, right. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. Oh, yeah, the biggest news in the world. Yeah,
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Sometimes,
Pretty cool.
Sometimes Daddy has to take very important business trips, dude.
Yeah, I hope he brings us back presents.
I hope so.
He better come back with presents for us.
I mean, a little keychain, a little mug.
Does he bring you? Does he take like a trinket of yours and like take pictures of it on the road for you and send them back?
I wish, dude.
Like an absentee father. Yeah, I got to take this stuffed frog to the Eiffel Tower
Dude,
and take
I'm
a picture on a business trip.
I just have my baseball glove, dude. I'm,
For little
I'm out
Matty.
front every day, just tossing
Wait
my
for that car to
fucking
come
ball
up.
in my glove.
Every time you hear like a car passing, it's like you quick perk up, little Maddie.
Dude,
Yeah, man.
be truthful. Would you get jealous? Would you get jealous if you saw an Instagram video of him in the pool with the Island Boys?
That would be the thing I think that pushed me over the edge. I would tear this whole podcast apart just out of spite and rage. Just being like, what the fuck?
I'm an island boy, dude, not you.
Yeah, if you like got tatted up with him, was in the pool.
Damn.
My island boy. I call him like, what are you doing right now? What are you doing?
No, I just
When are
got
you
this
coming
thing.
back?
I just got this one thing I got to do today, and then I'm probably just gonna go back to the hotel.
Fuck. I'd be devastated, dude. If he was with the Island Boys. What's their names again? It's like Red something. Fly
Kodiak.
Soldier.
Kodiak.
Look at
sugar.
those two little youngsters, bro.
Oh, God,
Gardini, I appreciate you disciplining yourself with the Google. You've been pigging out lately, and people were very upset.
Guard dog, you could be an Island Boy. You're built like that.
Are you saying you could force him to fuck you in the ass?
I'm just saying it wouldn't take much.
You think you could back it up on him? What trap? You have to set a trap. 'Cause, those little kids are rascals, bro. They're quick.
Dude, I would leave a trail of M&Ms leading to my asshole.
You'd have to do like one M&M, one Xanax bar, and then they would fucking those kids. They strike me as a couple fellers that love barbiturates.
How old do you think they are?
Gotta be 14. I mean, look at the one. Go to the one where he's looking top right, Gardini.
Guard dog, go to gottabe14.com.
I feel like Soldier Boy is connected with these guys. Look at that guy. Guy loves Xanax, dude.
It's
Also, how are you getting so many tattoos? These fellers, for the audio listeners,
Dude, I
I'm
promise
talking
you.
about two, maybe 120-pound fellers.
kids look like this in high school now. It's nuts.
Tats.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't you need like a parent to come tat you up?
I don't
Island
know.
Boys, dude. No
I
rules
think
apply
dude,
there.
true. It's
International
true, yeah.
waters.
True that. True that. They probably live in like fucking
I think-
Orlando.
I think parents are like kind of letting their kids go for it on TikTok now. They're like,
True.
if you need full body tat,
That's the only
your
reason
mother
I'm
and
having
I are
kids.
gonna have to support you.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm having kids. They better wear like fucked up eye contacts the whole time, like glowing eyes.
Yeah.
If my kids don't go viral,
What
I'm
is
gonna
this?
be-
Are you not on perks? Are you not on Xanax right now? What's wrong with you?
Hey, why don't you call like 9 of your friends over here and stay here for like, I don't know, 2 years and see if you guys can start something. Let's pay this mortgage.
I learned it by watching Island Boys. All right.
I'm gonna pressure the shit out of my kids to go viral. If my kids don't go viral, I'm gonna be pissed, dude.
Yeah.
That'd be so sick. Your kid starts making like $250K a month.
Just put them in the pool in basketball shorts and don't let them out till they come up with a jingle.
I'm gonna take
Raisin skin.
I'm gonna tap my kid's face. I'm gonna be like, yo, hold the circ. Give my kid like a teardrop and a cross. 9 months. That baby will go viral, dude. If I tatted my baby would go viral. Probably get paid. I might do I might start. Yeah, if I have another kid, anytime soon, I might have my Maya like do stunts over the newborn,
Like
and then
jumps?
just get like jumps and like tat them up. Tat up Maya, and let her do like jumps or just like see if I could train my newborn to like
when
when
Jackass Kids Bop.
when strongmen have like people step on their stomachs like trucks. I'm gonna train this infant to be able to withstand like I don't know, maybe like a dog or something.
Dude, if you have another girl, you could have Island Girls.
Island gals would be nice, dude. Island gals. I don't know. That would be way more successful if these were 14-year-old girls in the pool.
Yeah.
We don't have like
Island Girls conjures a different image, by the way. Island Boys is like you're smoking weed, playing soccer. Island Girls is like you better put this fucking
Fat
basket
butts.
on your head, dude. Get this basket on your head right now.
true.
That was
Fair.
culturally insensitive. I shouldn't have said that. Sorry.
No, yeah, Island boys have a lot more fun than Island gals.
Dude, Island Boys, they're falling out of hammocks on weed.
Yeah, you got because Island gals,
Island Girls, dude,
Well,
they're
there's a
getting
lot of-
everything done.
There's a lot of aggro Island boys too. Like it's a lot of like, yeah, we're chilling.
It's because
but,
they're
like,
getting concussed from falling coconuts.
Dude, I briefly dated a woman. She was dating an Island boy, and she got kicked out of her house because there was an AK-47. Island boy had an AK-47, and apparently he was beefing with someone, and like the person came to the house who also had a gun. That's why the cops came, and he got deported back to the Island boy. And then we'd be hanging out, and some guy from Ohio, another Island boy who moved to Ohio, would call her. Literally, dude, I swear to God, he would call her like 25 times. We'd be sitting there on our phone, like, murr, murr, murr. She's like, yeah, he calls me like 20 times a night. He freaks out.
Wow.
Sometimes the Island boys.
She probably loved that too.
Probably,
She
yeah.
definitely loved that attention.
It made me scared. When I found out
The
her
more you're scared that you, like, she probably told you more details watching you getting freaked out. She'd be like, yeah, and he's just like crazy.
It was just Island Boys, dude. I was fucking chilling with a lot of Island Boys. I might have been putting out Island Boy vibes myself, dude. That might have been why we were vibing so hard. I had fleas in my house at the time, so
That might be the most Island Boy thing about it.
she was a trooper. She would come. She saw I had fleas. Was like, come to my spot, dude. Dude, it was sick. I've told this story before. That's when I slept in a bodega for like
I
a
remember
week.
this.
Yeah.
Would you fuck her with your jams on?
No, we would we would make love to like the Medea DVD. You know when a DVD is on loop?
Yeah.
It would just loop in the background.
Would you hear her and we're like, mm-mm?
No. I don't remember actually. I don't remember the sound of it. I think it was actually silently looping in the back.
Okay.
Medea being like, "Okay, Marty, stop picking out on the screen. Only upon command."
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding, Gardini. I appreciate you and I celebrate you.
He's fired up off all that dark chocolate you gave him.
I get bossy, dude, when the dark chocolate hits me. You know this about me. I get bossy as hell.
You turned into a city
I
boy.
turn into a fucking. It's a New York minute, dude. I get the dark chocolate in me. I'm like Logan Roy from. Did you watch Succession?
No.
New season's out. Oh my god,
This is one of the shows that you told me was good.
my favorite show. I think it's my favorite show I've ever
I
watched.
can't watch shows, dude. I don't have the capacity to watch a show anymore.
You watch Squid
Tried.
Games?
I did watch Squid Games. Yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good.
I'll tell you what. And this is.
I thought you were gonna clown me. Like, did you watch that shit?
I thought it was.
Yeah,
so
I
far, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I do get discombobulated, and I say this with respect. And I'm gonna frame my statement. A lot of times, I've talked to people who aren't white, and they say they have a hard time, seeing the difference between certain, especially like if a white person, if an island boy, dude, if you want to buy liquor, you want to go to the store that has someone who's not white because it's harder for them to gauge how old. If you're not white, it's like you're not fucking 20. Like you can't really tell as good. It's like your thing's off. And I've talked to a lot of people who aren't white who've been like, yo, I have a hard time telling white people apart. And I've totally been like, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. So I say all that to say this: when I watch Squid Games and they all come out in a crowd, my eyes start getting all like,
You become black.
Yeah, it's like,
dude, did you ever
it's
see
like going into a dark room out of the sun. It's like, oh, I need a minute. I need like 3 or 4 episodes real quick.
Did you ever see EA Sports? Did you ever see like when you play like NBA 2K and like the crowds, like it's like 4 people, but there's 1,000?
yeah.
Whenever I watch them, when they all emerge into the playing fields, I always start going like,
Yeah.
because I'm like, come on, Matt, you're better than this. And I'm like, I can't fucking tell. I'm getting confused, dude. I know the main characters. When they,
I can't look
the
at one Asian person at a time. I see all of them at once. It's fucked up.
And I don't say this with glee. It's something I'm working on. I watch Squid Games like, Matt, come on, dude. I need you to distinguish every single person. And they all come out. I'm like, I'm getting dizzy. It's hard. Dude.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's fucked up when you're watching a real time scene. You're like, is this a flashback from a different character? Is this the same person? What is happening?
He puts on like migraine glasses that are actually just those trick Asian glasses.
Because I see like the 5 main characters, and then all of a sudden the rest of the people come out, and I'm just going like, come on, man, you're better than this. And I'm just like, oh no, I already saw that guy. And I'm like, no, what the hell? And I'm like, no, he's over here, and I see him again. It's crazy. But I don't say, again, I'm not saying
Is this
that.
with any other different race or just Asian people?
I would
Island boys?
say, nah, I don't know. Honestly, I've never had like
Do you ever go to like a family party on your wife's side?
no, I'm pretty
like-
good with that. It's just I've never had like just such a crowd emerge like that to where I'm trying. And I'm like, I'm obviously like working on myself.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, Matt, you're gonna see each individual person and not get confused at all. And I just start going, my eyes start getting googly on me. It's not,
Dude, have you gone to
I'm
IMDb?
pissed. I'm pissed. I'm like, fucking shit.
Matt, did you go to IMDb to look up all their individual names?
Yes, I did, just to honor them. I went. I'm like, I need to know every single cast.
I get the same way with the names too. I'm like, these names are different.
Actually a lot of similar names in Korea. In Korean, there's a lot of sim names.
Yeah.
Kim is like a common surname. It's like a Smith equivalent. But yeah, I hold my wife's hand.
Yeah,
I'm
people
like,
are
please,
different, dude.
please imbue me. I tell them like, please imbue me with your powers, dude. Please. She's like, I'm actually kind of having a hard time too.
Yeah.
We play that game.
Dude, people ask me all the time, would you rather have the ability to fly, power of invisibility, or tell Asian people apart? And I say tell Asian people apart every single time, dude.
Heard
That's
that.
how serious I am about it.
That's how much I'm trying to grow.
Dude, I would forego human flight to be able to tell 400 Asian people apart.
Just and be like, yep, I remember names, everything.
Yeah.
Dude, I gave it a solid effort, dude, of alliedom. And I'm watching, and I'm just like, here you go. And it was just, dude, my eyes were just like, I was getting so fucking confused. It's so funny.
That's why white people's eyes are so wide compared to theirs, because every time you see a group of them,
See
it's
everything.
Like, oh my god, dude, what is it?
You didn't have to take it there. You didn't have to take it there, dude. Although I do celebrate all of our differences, so I appreciate you, putting that out.
Tim's a Round Island boy.
Yes. It is
You
funny,
can't hold
too.
him back, dude.
It is funny, yeah. It's funny that like you can't mention that. It's like, it's no big deal. It's just facts.
Dude, about I would say last spring, I go and get a massage like once a month. And it's
dude, could you at least have waited till we talked about something else before diving?
No, well, this is direct correlation.
I was
but-
going to talk about one other. Then you could have brought up massage.
Dude, I tipped 2 separate women because I wasn't sure who my lady was.
Was this a professional massage?
Yeah, it was. There was no funny business. Very, very good place, Taiji AcuCare. They it was a great massage, but I was at the front.
Oldest trick in the book, dude. They got you.
But at this place, I don't know if they do this other places, but they stand at the register
Wait,
while
what happened? Did you say like, were you just covering your like? I don't know which one of you guys massaged me. Here you go. Or did
I didn't know because I was going to give $20 and I had 2 10s, and I truly did not know because one was my masseuse and one was waiting for her client, and it's the male madam, whatever his title is the one that rings you up.
yeah,
Yeah,
the sir.
is the sir is ringing me up, and I didn't.
There
know.
was a male madam there.
Yeah, he's the guy that runs it. Like he has, I guess he speaks the best English.
Really?
So he handles all the phone transactions, handles all the financial transactions too.
Got you.
So
That place is probably running tight.
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah.
yeah. They're
And it's
definitely
all
getting
it's
hit.
all above board.
Yeah, it's great. You could just walk in there and it's
Have
no
you ever
funny
asked
business.
for a hand job?
I have not. No.
Okay.
Although the place
I
that I
mean-
took you to get a massage once, they got kind of funny once. Not that I had asked for,
What'd
but
they
the
do?
lady, I was getting massaged in my underwear, or I laid on the table in my underwear. She's like, "No, you take it off." So
That's fair. That's fair.
But dude, it didn't end there. As I laid down,
At this place, I got massaged in jeans with my wallet in, and she didn't move the wallet all the way, and like still massaged my butt.
Why'd you get massaged in jeans?
What?
Why'd you get massaged in jeans?
I wasn't getting on, dude. First of all, it was he like sprung it on me. We were doing something else. He was like, "Let's go grab a chair massage." And we get there, there's no chair. They take you into the back. I'm like, dude,
I was grooming you.
I'm not fucking getting. First of all, the sun was out. You're not getting me fucking jerked off while I was supposed to. I was just stepping out real quick to get a sandwich with Mike. Don't fucking ruin my life.
True. That's a but the place was above. Wait, this was the place you said might be in a little bit of funny business.
He was all wrong. They were not above board.
First
They
of all,
tried to jerk him.
a hand job is the logical end of a massage. That's the point of a massage, is to like build yourself up to a hand job. The massage is good for you, but you like. I have a feeling if you don't get a hand job after massage, you might also have a heart attack. That's just, dude. That's a serious rev. You can't just fucking punch the gas, dude.
Dude, that's what they ask when you come to the ER. If you're, it's like, all right, does your arm hurt? Do you have chest pains? And did you jerk off after you got a massage today?
Or they should have a room where they at least like set you up.
Yeah.
In a term of, like we're married men, so they should set us up and then
Right.
be like, take it from here, bro. Like literally get you to every step of the way and be like,
Ultimate loophole.
you have my blessing. Like I might be watching, I might not be. It's not a big deal. It's not on you. Just bounce that around your head and take care of yourself. Just do the logical end of this massage. Like I'm gonna FaceTime your wife. And,
That's what they call it. That's why they call it a logical ending.
that's a logical ending. Yeah, that'd be pretty tight. I'm gonna whisper through the crack of the door. You
Well,
can
do
put
they
your-
have that when you go? When you go floating, they have like that transition room where you sit in and you get rehydrated and you listen to the music and you sit in the chair.
Yep.
That would be the space for it.
True. That's actually a good idea. Go to the transit. Nah, I need to crank it out then and there. The transition room will be cool, but could I work myself up on the walk?
Didn't you almost hands free in a float tank one time?
Yes,
Yeah.
How'd that go?
dude, it was crazy. I'm gonna get back into floating. What the hell are you doing? I'm kidding. I almost hands freed. Yeah, because it was like the water was bobbing up and down, and I just started getting hard, dude, and felt kind of good, and I was in a deep space, and
Dude,
I
he
felt
was-
like I encountered an entity. And
He's fucking the surface
feminine.
tension of the water.
I mean, dude, I encountered an entity. It was very feminine entity. The sexual energy was pretty strong, and then those things started going up and down. I started getting hard in the float tank.
I don't know. Could have been.
And
could have been a guy entity, and you don't know.
It definitely wasn't, dude. The astral beings they're very upfront about what. Like,
I
what
don't know,
they're-
dude. Astral beings show you what they choose to do. I think you might have been getting tricked.
Hey, I would have taken it at that point. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I couldn't. If I got fucking power bottom, if I got
Dude, what would you do?
You
It's like
slowly turn over in the float tank. Oh no, dude, stop, dude, for real, stop.
your astral being just like flipped you over like a burger.
yeah, I mean that is a possibility.
Yeah,
You know, some sort of like trans astral entity. Just fucking
You got tricked
me.
yeah.
You know, that's what it is. That's what it is. There's worse things that can happen. to you
Float
in
tanks
astral.
are like truck stops for trans astral entities.
True, but the so that is something that happened. to me.
do you want your dick sucked or not?
Yes. Yes. The no, I've been very I wouldn't say I've been very chaste lately on all fronts. My masturbatory life has been reduced.
Pussy too.
Well, yeah, you know, I've been taking it easy on my wife, yeah. You know,
Well, you're getting married. You're saving yourself.
I'm saving myself for the big night. I'm showing the sheets to the family. I'm going to go out and just be like, no.
Get a fryer. You should get a fryer to like announce it to announce
we got
your
a new pope.
consummation.
That'd be pretty sick. I'm gonna show the sheets when it's set up. Before, you know, back in the day, it was obviously the hymen. I'm just gonna hit the load and show the fucking. I'm gonna show the ropage to my family.
He gave us the signal.
I will show the ropage and I'll
Matt,
blacklight.
man.
I'll blacklight it up. That'll be, you know, how they do like the day after brunch.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be. I'll have that on display like right above the coffee and donuts of the sheets hanging with like a little blacklight on the load and be like, dude.
Make it so like they
Like
got
I missed a little too, but like there was more. But like that's
Matt,
the load.
make
That's
it
the
so like they
ropage.
got to pass through it like a college football team bursting through the like your mom's got to run through it.
Dude, that's so sick. That's how people used to get down. You after the wedding, the guy you would just be all hanging out, and they would be smashing, and they'd be like, "Yep,
That was how.
tore that pussy up. Here's
That
the
was
proof."
that was
Whole
how they
family.
invented high fives.
True. That's 100% true. It's an absolute involuntary response. You're waiting, dude. Oh my god, that's crazy. People used to really fucking not have sex for a long time.
I feel like everybody just lied.
You think so?
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't know,
Yeah.
dude. That sheet trick, dude, that would fuck you up. If you were a girl, your whole family in the sheets, you don't see that blood. And it's a motherfucker for both because the dude might not have popped the chair. That's possible too.
She tries to spill a little Kool-Aid on it.
There had to. You are probably right. Your grandmother, if you had like a slut grandmom, she'd probably hit you.
Choke you
She'd
up,
probably
yeah.
slip you a little thing.
Man.
So the dude would just be buried like, oh, and you'd be fucking.
I always love in like fantasy movies and stories when there's a slut grandmom who's like, "Don't worry, I'll break it all down for you." Don't. I think Game of Thrones had like 15 of those.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Slutty grandmoms breaking it down for their whore granddaughters.
Is there anything that you guys saved like for the wedding night?
My ass. I don't know why I said that. It's such a low, sultry tone. I mean, I've recently reclaimed my virginity, so I don't know, man. I don't know if I really.
Like you didn't like pull like a hood out, like a leather mask or something?
No, I didn't. No. The I can't think of anything. No, I didn't save anything. Unfortunately, I was born into a culture that doesn't value chastity, and I was fucking damaged. I was beat up goods, dude.
What about you, Timbo?
No, I regret it now. Obviously,
Not saving yourself. I kind of wish I waited. I wish I'd never had sex
yeah.
until I was like 25.
I wish I still have never. Right.
True.
now. That'd be
True.
cool.
It would be sick, dude.
I saved myself till I was 19.
Swag.
Pretty long.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I was 17, but I wish I waited till way longer.
Were you consciously like holding it back, or did it?
I was desperately trying to get pussy since I was like in 7th grade. I was trying to fuck day one.
Mm-hmm.
So my brother hit me in 5th grade with like an absolute conundrum where he was like, "Yo, he's like, I think you're gay." I was in fucking 5th grade. He's like, I think you're gay.
Which brother?
Tom.
Yes.
He goes, dude, pretty sure you're gay. And I was like, no, I'm not gay. He was like, nah. He's like, have you ever even gotten ass? And I was like, no. He's like, well, you're not gay. And I was just like, fuck, dude. Literally, there was a 10-day period where I was like, I fucking might be gay. I was like, fuck.
Dude, that's probably when those astral demons found out. Probably just passing by and heard Tom talking
Dude,
gay shit about you.
maybe.
Tom probably did an astral ceremony to tip them off. Like, listen, guys, Matt's going to be in the tank.
He's in the tank. He's
Get
in the
his
tank.
cheeks, dude.
I primed him up. It is funny thinking in 5th grade of being like, just dealing with that problem and when you're 10 being like, am I fucking gay? And you're like, shit, dude, that would be a big setback.
So embarrassing.
That'd be a big setback.
So
right now,
embarrassing
dude.
if I was gay.
Do you think every teenage boy has that like paranoia for some degree? Thinking like, what if people think I'm gay?
Yes. Maybe not now. Now it's like, hell yes, dude. That's probably awesome to be gay now.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're not gay now, you're gay.
Yeah, true. The poles have flipped. Classic anti-adromia, dude.
Yeah, not being gay right now is a big problem for teens.
Being hetero as fuck.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, you gotta, dude. There's like,
It's like wearing Wranglers. Being straight's like wearing Wranglers now.
true.
It's like, dude,
They do make nice Wranglers though.
It is like the New Balance of sexuality.
check out straight Mike over here. You fucking loser.
Yeah, dude. Like I was, it's not uncommon for me to hear like people like Gardini and Noah's age. They'll talk and they'll be like, "Yeah, I've kissed dudes before." Like, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're a stickler about it,
They're kissing right now. Stop.
kids.
Don't
Your
even
age,
say that kind of stuff.
you guys kiss dudes and shit at parties. Not a big deal,
Absolutely not.
dude. I'm telling you, the kids your
Slander.
age, I heard it's no big deal, and it isn't. I'm not shaming you guys.
Huge deal.
You guys are practically tongue kissing, trying to talk into that mic at the same time. Jesus
How about,
Christ, man.
how about you guys fucking slide apart?
Yeah, dude. Get a paper plate between those two.
But yeah, I've talked to multiple people who are in their mid 20s being like, yeah, I've kissed, I've like, been on Molly and kissed dudes. It's like just stuff we do, like pound
Are they
around.
being like very like, does that make me cooler? I don't think so. I mean, I'm just, a normal guy. We kiss dudes now.
I mean, if you're doing that to get pussy, that's kind of sick in a way.
yeah,
It's
dude.
like, damn, dude, that's pretty nasty. That's the lengths
Yeah.
you're going to. Like
That would be the Fonz now, by the way. If they made Happy Days now, the Fonz would just be like doing gay shit all the time to get
Oh
pussy.
yeah. Oh yeah. Gay.
That's for you, Noah.
Damn, dude. Who was the Fonz's? Who was that redhead guy who directs that? Richie
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. They would have like they would have been like at like a rave, and they would have done like a half-assed hand job to each other. That would have been one of the
They
episodes.
definitely fucked.
That'd been one of the
They
episodes.
definitely dude.
Do they fuck? I don't think the guys fuck yet. I think they just make out, and they're like,
No, I'm saying back then it was
Like the Fonz and Ron Howard did.
yeah, Ron Howard and what's his face,
Henry Winkler.
Henry Winkler. They definitely
They
69.
back in the day they fucked.
definitely.
I'm
69
pretty sure.
back
Remember, like the Rolling Stones? I think all like they were all those dudes, all people's favorite classic rock bands.
Dude, you ever see them like play guitar back to back and like sing into one microphone together? They definitely all fucked.
Oh yeah. Apparently Mick Jagger like and David Bowie used to fuck.
That's so cool.
It is fun to find like an older guy and like have him listen to like the Rolling Stones. Like Mick Jagger was
were
like
so gay.
fucking
Yeah.
little boys and stuff. And
Yeah, now
I
you
don't know.
do.
I shouldn't say that about Mick, but they did fuck little girls a lot.
Yeah,
They fucked little girls, that's for sure. A lot of them, and then they were just like Mick Jagger and David Bowie would be like cutting a track and just start blowing each other. What was that song? Under Pressure.
There you have it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, dude. So I don't want to talk about that junk. So what happened at this thing? So he took you. You took him to you wanted to help him relax.
Yeah, I just took him.
You kept the Wrangler. That's straight as hell, by the way. Massage and some Wranglers.
Who me? That's fine.
That's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Thick wallet, dude. A wallet that gave me back problems. It was in my pants as this woman was trying to touch my butt.
Part of the massage was like just like moving the wallet to the other pocket.
So what tipped you off that this place might have been trying to offer the full massage experience that nature intended?
It wasn't the time that I went with Tim. Probably the next time or 2 times later, I went in with my wife, and there's a back room that I'd never been in before. But they
That's a
led me
fantasy
back
of mine.
there.
Go on.
They led me back there, and my wife was right outside the back room. I don't even remember if she was getting a massage or not. She might have just been waiting for me. And I got down to my underwear, and she's like, "No, you get naked." So I took it off, and I lay down, and she instantly goes for my cheeks, and she's like pulling them apart. She's like, "Oh, that's so sore."
Oh, dude.
Like, are you my twin? Are you able to feel what I'm feeling? And no, it's not sore, you dumb bitch.
Imagine like walking back out to the lobby and meeting up with your wife, and you're still covered in like the Nuru goo. It's just like you get sunburned on vacation, and like you just have aloe vera under your shirt all week. You're walking out very like not trying to touch the material. Hey, it was all right. Let's go. Could you tip all these women for me real quick?
Dude, I told you I had a failed Nuru before when I was a younger wild man. I had a disgusting Nuru.
You aborted.
I just was like, it was the only Nuru. I was like, get off me, get off.
Wait, did the massage initiate, or did you get in there, peep the scene, and bounce?
I was slid upon. I was slid upon. I was just like, it just wasn't like, you have one thing from the videos, and it was just some lady who stunk like cigarettes, who was like breathing heavy on me, and I was like, get off me.
Oh man,
Get off me. So yeah, he's like, can I get a ride to the CVS? I was like, no, I'm leaving. I'm going home.
What did the gel? What did that smell like?
I think I blocked it out. I don't know. I genuinely don't remember. It didn't smell. The ambiance in terms of smell wasn't pleasant. I remember, but I don't think it was the gel's fault. I think it was just kind of like,
When did you know something was afoot?
When I pulled up, it was like a
When she was
roadside.
missing one.
Yeah, when I walked directly from the parking lot into the door of the motel room, I was like, this place seems a little seedy.
You got to come in those balls for me, sir?
It is crazy when you get possessed by coming. What happens? When I was a young man, I was possessed by coming.
Oh, you're a demon.
Oh, it's insane. It's the worst, dude. It's the fucking worst stuff.
Dude,
That's actually pretty impressive that you pulled the eject on a Nuru.
I
after
wouldn't have
being
been able to do
slid.
that.
You say that. If you encountered this one, it was fucking rugged, dude.
Man, I get so, even now, like I'm 42, I get so cum possessed. Like when I'm in the midst of a cum possession and I'm like looking at porn on my phone, I'll talk to the phone.
Dude, I used to become possessed as well. I don't know how. I've broken it. And I'm
You reclaimed
worried.
your virginity.
I reclaim my virginity for
You're a
sure.
warrior.
One of my biggest fears is that my cum possession is going to resurface its ugly head. I don't think it will. But
It's like alcoholism. It's always there. Like
it's
you
there,
got to keep
exactly.
taking steps to
It is
keep
there.
it buried.
It is there, but I'm always like,
Are you worried about being murdered on your wedding night? That's a classic move.
No.
That's like the ultimate lady move. Like the ultimate dude move is like, what am I saving for this? Right? Show them the sheets.
Being
The ultimate for a woman is to murder her husband on the wedding night.
true or have him murdered
I think they like to do it.
with like a little poison needle and it's fucking.
Oh yeah.
bombs.
Sorry.
I think monthly she like looks over my sleeping body with a dagger and is like, no, I couldn't do it.
Do you think most ladies like have murderous thoughts?
Yes, 100%. That's all women think about is murder,
Mhm.
murder and betrayal. I would say 98% of their thoughts.
Dude,
are
I
murder
fucking
and
hate
and
it.
they get horny for it.
I agree with that.
And then the other 2% is them imagining themselves on like breezy villa grotto like balconies outside on like princess poster beds. They're like a thin
Oh,
sheet
Matt.
and just like just after they betrayed you.
I feel like you have a camera into my wife's brain right now.
It's crazy how elaborate their imaginations can get, but then it's like if you try to send them to the DMV by themselves, it's like, what paper do I fill out?
Dude,
How
Matt,
could I ever figure that out?
Matt, like a week ago,
It's because dude, they have a screensaver when they're not attacking you personally on something. Their mind freezes and just an image of like them being held by like a muscle bound long haired dude, and them just being like,
Matt, 2 weeks ago, my wife was watching Under the Tuscan Sun, and she's like,
"What is that?"
it's like the rom-com Hall of Fame movie.
Gotcha.
And at one point, she's like, do you think we could ever move to Tuscany? It's like, I can't afford sneakers, you dumb bitch. No, we're not ever going to fucking Tuscany. But it was a serious question, too. There's no like, what, man, would it be nice to live there?
Yeah,
It's like in their mind in that moment.
Yeah.
And same thing, too. Like, she'll be reading these fucking James Patterson books. And when I catch her reading one of those, it's like, all right, well, the next week I'm going to be accused of cheating, having multiple affairs, and I'm the high chance of being murdered right now. Whereas, like, if I watch Goonies, like, there's no point that I think, like, the fucking Fratellis are after me.
yeah, dude. It's I constantly I'll confront Brittany on her girl porn intake. Like the certain shows she watches, I'm like, this is pornography. I'm like, you can watch this, but understand, this is like me down here watching like gaped, like XXX gape stuff. It's like no dude will ever behave that way. This is pornographic. This is emotional pornography.
Do you ever try to trick her and put in something, like, healthy for her?
All the time. Healthy programming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I try to make her watch healthy programming all the time.
It's like rubbing a pill
cool
down a
movies.
dog's throat.
You ever watch a cool movie with your wife and then like
Oh.
there's like a graphic sex scene and they're like, okay, I don't need to see all this. You should do the same thing with her when she's watching like Love Island and like a dude's just like having abs and being like, yeah, it's like, I'm not really sure we're making a connection, are we? You're like, I can't even look at this, dude. This is
Dude, did you ever
This is
see
gross.
Love, Sex/Love? It's on Netflix. It's fucking porn, dude.
cool.
It's pornography. No,
That
dude.
rules.
This is
What do
crap.
they do?
Dude, there was the first, I like walked in and some lady was getting fingered. I was like, what the fuck are you watching? Turn this crap off. Sex Life, yeah. Sex/Life. It's like a 50 Shades of Grey level, dude. I was telling her, I'm like, this is softcore pornography. She's like, no, it's not.
We should see if we can make like the ultimate chick film. Have dudes
so-
saying, "Oh, your thoughts are valid, babe."
Oh yeah,
I want to kill you. Your thoughts are so valid. I want to kill you.
like it's just
I
weird.
want to hide your body.
I've never got a
Tuscany.
boner for a woman's intelligence, and I feel like you're giving that to me. Like you should start your own product line. You'd be just as successful as Kim Kardashian. She's actually
They're
really
like saying things in the movie like, wow, I feel like someone who would even enjoy what we're doing would be like a really smart and intelligent woman.
Yeah, but in order to, but he'd have to be in a relationship.
Oh,
And he'd have to be like, I'm not the type of guy who cheats, but you're just pulling me out of this because you're so much better than this girl I'm with on every level.
I can't believe you're such a more successful woman than she is.
Yeah, on every
Business
level.
lady.
Oh,
God.
dude. Like, I just am attracted to your business acumen. But I just am so, because my other wife died. They love when dudes are like, and my wife died and it left me with these kids.
Ever since you became a Rodana Fields millionaire.
Ever since your fucking Crafts company of bracelets took off and you became a Brazilian. That's a girl dream, dude. All those
Babe, I hope
bracelets.
you don't mind. I reorganized your Pinterest for you while you were asleep. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, dude!
I got you a trophy to commemorate your powdered milkshake sales lady of the year.
It's crazy you became a CEO of Herbalife after you.
Did you ever sell Herbalife? No. You would at least enjoy the intake meeting.
You slang Herbalife?
I used to.
You slang powder.
Yeah, I got out of the game though. But they set it up. It was like some weird Dominican lady that I worked with. She set me up. She's like, "Here, just go to here."
She was the plug.
She was. I
That's
had
Queen of the South.
dude. I met her at a Borders in Springfield to buy the kid off of her. But then she made me go to like this event at the
Protein
Ramada.
Cowboys.
She went to the event.
Yeah, it was at the Ramada down by the Philly airport.
Probably a lot of fit mommies.
No,
Really?
dude, it looked like people that have been hit by trolleys. Like everybody there is fucked up for some unknown reason. And when they start the event, I brought my daughter with me, and they asked me to have her sit outside the room.
What?
All right, so I had her sit outside. Dude, and
Full
then,
disclosure.
yeah, and then
Why'd they have it? Trade secrets?
Didn't you
I
just
don't
say
know.
you would never be groomed by a coach?
I'm rethinking that now.
Could you actually have your teen daughter sit in my car for this, please?
And then they start blasting, "You're simply the best," and everybody
Were
there
they clapping like over their heads?
Yeah.
Wait, was it because were they worried about her getting trades? Was she like not old enough to sign an
I don't know,
NDA?
man. I still don't know why because at the time she was
Yeah, it's like nutrition. What's
2003. She was probably 4. So I had my 4-year-old daughter sit inside the conference room at Ramada while this like 45-minute presentation went on, and they start.
what did she
blasting.
do? the whole
What did
time?
she do?
Yeah.
It just sat out there. Now, full disclosure, now that I think about, like, I'm not just saying this because I sound like an awful person, but my wife might have been with her.
Yeah.
That would make more sense because I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
think I would leave her by herself.
Yeah.
I'll verify with my wife. But when they start blasting the Cher song, it's like a procession of people that sell Herbalife that are also giving testimonials as to how much weight they've lost.
Fuck.
And then afterward, like the head guy comes up to me and all the other newbies, and they're just like talking about like all the shit they've been able to buy with their commissions and how
Yeah.
much money we could buy. And then I had to meet the Dominican lady at Borders in Springfield to buy my kit.
How's like what a normal job interview would be? Your boss just flexing, like you're interviewing for like an IT job, and he's just like, "Listen, I need someone for Windows infrastructure," and it's just like, "Bro, by the way, I got a PS5, so this is a pretty sick gig."
Throws his Kia keys across the table. He's like, yeah, you know. Dude, they should do that anyway. When you come in, like, we are the best. Did you ever catch you ever in a Target early enough where they're going like 1, 2, 3, yeah?
Yeah, it's a Walmart thing, right?
They do it in Target
Yeah,
too.
they do it in Target.
I walked past a Target and watched them all do it, and it kind of startled me, and they were all like, fuck. It's probably not fun when like regular people see that who aren't
I might
like.
start doing that at work.
You should get, dude.
Now that I'm in management, I might start making dudes like clap and shit.
You should go like
Stand in a circle.
You should go like Tony Robbins level every morning, just being like, and you should put on the fucking headset. I worked at a place where the guy every Monday morning would do a Monday morning sales thing, headset, and come out on the floor, Wolf of Wall Street style, and be like, "Come on, guys, dude." Nobody gave a fuck. This whole place, nobody cared.
Yeah,
They would do mass firings. Just fire. Like, they would be like, everybody in this boardroom, you guys should all leave. Like 25 people at a time.
Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's high turnover, but I left. I was 3 weeks and I fucking no showed.
Oh, that's the best way to leave
Best
a job,
fucking
man.
move, dude.
I'd never give 2 weeks.
I gave an email. Oh, dude, 2 weeks is bullshit, dude. That's not Steve Jobs level, dude. If you give 2 weeks, jobs will just disappear. Never give a job 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
Instantly, you vanish in mystery, and they go, "What the fuck happened?"
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty cool. I didn't know he was cool.
That guy fucking rules. And then come back a month later and just go, "What? 2 months have passed?" Be like,
I quit a job on the fly at Little Caesars, and I went back like 2 months later just because I had no money. And I knew, I was like, fuck, like I was calculating the hours that I would have had. I was like, I'd probably have a check for $40 in that safe. And
Fair.
I went back, and they're just like, no, we're not giving you a check.
"Should be like, prove it. Prove you guys only."
I'm not that
$40.
slick, man.
So you went back to Caesars.
I went back to Little Caesars to see if they had a check for me. And
Did
they-
you buy anything?
Cross
to
the
eat?
Rubicon.
True. Did you buy anything? Did you? All right, anyway, let me get like a small personal
I
pan.
did not, man.
Nice.
I hated that fucking job, man.
Yeah, pizza places can be, in my experience, can be.
There's
tough,
a
tough
pizza
job.
place in the neighborhood I grew up in that I always dreamed about working at. It was so like hot and smelly, and it looked so exciting. And I love the mozzarella sticks so much. And I just like as a kid, I would daydream about like, dude, someday, dude, I'm gonna be on that fucking griddle, just chopping cheesesteaks and like one mozzarella stick at a time. Just
Dude, you're
Right out
Little
the front.
Caesars material. You would have fit in great there.
Caesars, yeah. Tossing. I did enjoy spinning the pizzas. That was
Oh, it
something
was
I
so
enjoyed.
much fun, man.
That was something I enjoyed, and I'm, how would you say you're pretty good at it?
I was great at it.
It doesn't take much. I learned literally in like maybe 3 hours. I was able to toss it.
well, if Italian people can do it,
True. Fair point.
how hard can it be?
No, I appreciate you bringing that up. That's a very fair point.
Yeah.
They are pretty unskilled at a lot of stuff. That's why they traditionally had to resort to a lot of murder.
Violent people.
Yeah, very violent people, very criminally minded bunch.
Yeah, they are like chimps.
True.
Italian people.
Oh, yeah.
They're like hairier chimps. You ever see a counter dude at a pizza place like flirting with people's girlfriends? That's the best.
It kind of rules. I thought about that recently, dude, of like, because there are some dudes that just like, you get dudes in relationships who are just like, I'm a flirt, dude. And it's easy to find a dude who's a cheater, who's just kind of like, they all do the same stuff. They'll be like, you looking good. Always grabbing people's wives and shit. You're like, dude,
Yeah.
Take care of her.
Yeah.
You better take care of her.
it's
Someone else
dude's
will.
pulsing.
Every Italian dude
got a
is
good
like,
guy.
Every Italian dude acts like R. Kelly. It's fucking R word Kelly. Would you consider getting a job at a pizza place like that now?
Actually, my mouth started watering when I thought
Dude,
of it. When
you
I
would love
put
Little
myself back
Caesars.
in.
Although I'm going to warn you.
Now I'm going back to old London.
It'll turn you off though. My
Dude,
brother
going in this place, it was so small that it was like the counter and then the kitchen almost backed up to the counter. It stunk every time I went in, and I was just like, I'm addicted to this.
My brother worked at Wings to Go, and he ruined him. It ruined Wings to Go forever. Dude, when you work again next to a fryer
Dude,
all
people
day,
were
it makes you
visibly
sick.
sweaty. Every time you went in, it was a bunch of fat people visibly sweaty.
Pizza was probably so good. That's a
It's the
perfect.
best.
As a
Best
perfect
mozzarella
condition.
stick probably on earth.
Yeah, dude. You definitely want a fatter person lording over a grease pit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust
Seasoning
grease
it with their fucking literal sweat.
Oh, dude, it's coming right back out, right in the.
Dude,
oh,
we should make a stop after this. Let's go back to the
I would do that for you.
True. You should be like, can I see how fat your grease person is?
You hear him breathing before you see him.
Like the last guy died last week. You're like, damn, that pizza's probably so good up until the end, dude.
Yeah, right at the end. That's the
Oh.
ultimate.
When he was like, just when all of his arteries were clogged.
Yeah, that's the ultimate delicacy. That's an Italian delicacy. Is like
true.
day before you die, fat pizza man pizza.
It's like, what was that thing in like the French cuisine when you like drown a pigeon and like put your
You
head?
have to eat under a towel to hide from God.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
My
leave
God.
the bones of like the fat grill man.
Yeah, working at a place like that does change you. So it's like the fog of war sets in within a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it takes away all the magic. When you're around like a fryer and you start like, see like just the nasty, how much like bugs and shit is.
Dude, honestly, I feel like Little Caesars is what made me racist.
Really?
Working there. Because there used to be a bus stop right outside of there. And it would close at like 9:30 or something.
Yeah.
And my buddy ran the place, so he made me the assistant manager pretty quickly just because I wasn't an absolute retard.
Yeah.
And I would close by myself, and at the bus stop at that time, there would be like just full of minorities, and they would come in and ask for free soda all the time. And I was too much of a pussy to say no. But it became so overwhelming that I was getting done later and later because all these minorities were coming in and asking me for free Dr. Pepper. And that's when I felt actual hate toward minorities.
Oh my God, dude.
So think about that before you judge a racist.
An entire black neighborhood thought they had a cheat code for Little Caesars. Like, there's a guy who will just give you free soda. The thing is, you have to go right as they're closing. You got a line out the door.
Get a Dr. Pepper kitchen, dude. So when did you finally work up the gumption and be like, no,
I did not. Dude, I quit.
fill me up with some motherfucking Mountain Dew. No, I will not fill you up anymore.
Dude,
the syrup's low.
I was getting done so late because they would all come in and I just couldn't say no to these people. So I would give everybody a free cup of soda. And there would be no less than 10 people getting free sodas. And when I'm shutting all this shit down by myself, like that's like an extra like 20 minutes where I'm giving them cups. And so I was.
Did anyone request no ice? Did anyone have the gumption to make no ice?
No, nobody did. I might have let an M-bomb fly at that point. But it was getting later and later, and that was a major contributor to me just not
turn
going
back time.
Yeah.
But if you had been like, sorry guys, no free sodas,
It wouldn't have even occurred to me to say that. I was that big of a fucking pussy.
and it just slowly built of just like,
Matt, there was a guy socked his wife out front of the store one time, and I had my buddy Hoff, who was a delivery driver. As soon as I saw him sock the lady, everybody's like, "Oh my God!" And I said, "Hoff, go lock that door." Just so scared that the man will come in and turn it
ask
on
for
me.
a free soda, dude. Like, man, I'm
parched.
I'm parched. Let's give her hell, dude. She was rope-a-doping me, dude. I need to quench my thirst with a 32-ounce Dr. Pepper, dude. People, they're just obeying their thirst, dude. You can't be mad at them. It was the voice, dude. That was the voice of fucking God being like, Sprite. Yes. Yes, Father. Well, it's fair. I mean, that's, I appreciate the honesty of coming in and being like, it created bad feelings to get just, I mean, you probably must have gotten some pretty sick compliments, though.
These people weren't very nice.
Really?
Yeah, it was maybe a thank you, like here and there, or like an exclamation of excitement more than any like compliment or anything like that. But it was bad, and I'm glad that store's not there anymore.
Did you ever think?
Just begrudgingly filling sodas like, here.
Did you ever try to think of a way to like deter them without saying no? Like, did you ever think about learning like a sleight of hand magic trick to make them run out of the store and then lock them out?
Hoff, lock that door.
Is this your soda? Oh!
Damn. So you've been working back. You've been on a road to perdition ever since.
Hey, every day it's an honest effort, man.
True.
So I just know my triggers. I just can't go to Little Caesars. I can't fill up my cup at a soda dispenser.
You grab me a soda, be like, no, I can't. You don't understand. That's very funny. It is funny to slowly just fucking, why are you late? Be like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, that place was the worst. Papa John's was great though.
P. John's?
Mm-hmm.
Company culture is great there.
Mm-hmm.
Company culture at P.
Incredible
John's.
boss. Everybody's great. They would always like put on more people.
That's the perfect place to
needed
go to
work.
after you become racist at Little Caesars.
Yeah, it's like racism rehab. You go to Papa John's.
They retrain you. Like they have like a full like 20 pages in the manual. Like, and here's what you do.
Yeah.
If someone comes in asking for free sodas.
Yeah, we don't even serve them, dude.
Better ingredients, better violent crime statistics, better pizza.
Man, that's a hoot. That's pretty funny.
Did you work fast food before?
No, just one pizza place and like a couple like shitty restaurants. But I never did fast food. No, I couldn't do it. My shittiest job by far was a fucking pool company.
Oh,
That
God.
was my shittiest. It was a failing. Did you ever work at a failing business?
Yes.
Dude,
I think
it's-
I might be.
Dude, this was like a fucking like, it was going downhill really quickly. And the guy, I was like probably 17. His brother or someone he knew had another company. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. I'm there. And the guy shows up with a Mexican dude. This is like, 17 years old. This guy was talking about the Mexican guy, I guess he had hired, as if he were a slave. He's like, yo, you got to get yourself one of these Mexican motherfuckers, dude. He's like, I pay this guy barely, he's like, I don't really, you don't cost much. They worked their fucking ass off. And the dude was just sitting there like, he's like, you got to get yourself one of these guys. I remember just being like, interesting. And dude, it was nuts.
If he was really generous, you'd be like, matter of fact, go with Matt. He's yours. This is all yours now.
I'm telling you, dude, I remember thinking like, well, that's pretty weird. And then we would dig fucking pools up. He had a machine, but you had to sit there and like clean the edges up with a shovel. He would stand over the edge of the shovel and be like, or edge of the pit and be like, go, go, go. Why is that shovel not hitting the dirt? He would just fucking dog you all day long.
Mush.
Go.
You were getting mushed.
He mushed us, dude. That's what he thought you were supposed to do as a boss. Stand at the top of a thing and be like, dig, dig. It was like a fucking galley ship, dude. It was second by second fucking him just being like, go, go, go. And he'd be moving a shovel.
Were you guys like singing songs?
No, we did not sing. No spirituals. No spirituals. It was me and a dude, this one guy. The one guy he was actively trying to fire. So every day he would flip the dumpster over and make him pick it up to try to get him to quit so he didn't have to pay him unemployment. It was fucked up. And he had the salesman, his jacuzzi salesman had a vicious stutter. So you go in there and you'd be like,
Jacuzzi's a tough word when you have a stutter.
Dude, it was the worst. He had it
Practically sells itself.
Dude, it was little, I'm not lying, it was that bad. So he had a stuttering jacuzzi salesman, and he had one employee he didn't like very much. The other guy who was his main man for the maintenance was fucking the main maintenance guy had gotten his company fell apart because he got into meth by accident. Thought it was coke, stayed up a couple days, failed, his business failed. Yeah. So he was he was really good at working, but that was that guy would come home. I would do maintenance with this guy, and he would just the guy had no idea what he was doing, or like the dude who hired us. So the maintenance guy was pretty smart, and he would get all of his jobs done in 2 hours. So we played Tiger Woods on PlayStation, and we would just smoke weed. But apparently to the other guy who they were trying to fire, he would do weird sexual shit where he'd come out in his underwear and show his ass to him. It was pretty weird. And he asked me, I saw the guy, we met years later. He's like, did he ever show you his fucking ass? And I was like, nah, dude. He's like, bro, he brought me into his apartment and showed me his ass. And he's like, I was just fucking around, bro. I was kidding.
Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, this was easily the worst place ever.
That was the guy with the stutter?
No, the salesman just chilled in the office. He didn't go out in the field.
Take him 3 days to say I quit.
Yeah. That was easily the worst job, dude. The guy would just scream. And then at one point he was like, yo, go service pools. And I was like, I have no idea how to do that. He's like, you'll be fine. And I just went to houses and just fucked with people's shit in their pool filters. And then I went home early. I just drove home and was like, dude, I don't know. The guy's like, you didn't clean my fucking pool. It's like, I genuinely don't know how to do that. I don't know how to get the shit. I had to hook up a vacuum to a thing and use suction. It was crazy, dude. I'd look at the pool. Did you ever look at a pool filter? It's fucking terrifying, dude. If you're not mechanically inclined, I would just turn knobs and be like,
it does look like a fucking Victorian steam machine if you're not.
It's crazy, dude.
Valves and shit.
Worst place I ever worked.
I picture you as somebody who would take off his shirt and get in the pool to check it out.
I fell in a pool one time. The dude fucking complained too. I was overwhelmed. I didn't know what I was doing. I bent down to adjust something. I fucking fell in. And the dude accused me of trying to cool down. I was like, dude, I wasn't trying to cool down. I genuinely lost my balance. And now I'm drenched head to toe.
Yeah. I had to get back in the truck in wet jeans. Leave me alone.
He called and he was like, dude, one of your guys. And my boss was like, you gotta cool down. I was like, I didn't fucking cool down, dude.
You took a dip.
Genuinely slipped. I slipped.
Dude, imagine how good of a jacuzzi salesman you'd be right now, though. You'd be the best that ever did it.
God, dude.
Dude, thank you for Googling pools so we can have a better understanding of what Matt's talking about.
I try to tell him, bro. Knock that off. That is a sick cannonball. I will give you that.
That's what the homeowner took of Matt getting in the pool.
Dude, it was a pure, fall in. I was on my knees unscrewing something on the side, and I just tumbled. I was stressed out of my mind, dude. I was a 17-year-old driving around a pool truck trying to, fix shit.
Matt, do you remember what thought you had as you were underwater coming to the surface?
I was kind of like, damn, that feels good. I remember thinking fuck yeah, this feels pretty good. Yeah, dude, I got my ass chewed out for that. Sucked, dude. That was the worst. And then it just completely went into ruins. Pool company fell apart. He didn't give me my last check.
Dude, I bet you something that had more to do with that than you just falling in the pool was you are the ultimate pool boy. And his wife probably said something.
I never got it. Dude,
relative
this
to
guy,
you being hot.
Me and this guy clashed. This guy had a mural of himself on the wall of his pool, and it said "Buzzman's Paradise." Fucking hated this guy, dude. He would like fireworks in his fucking pool. And
This sounds like a Fight Club situation.
I was in Buzzman's Paradise, dude. Dude, he would leave candied jellies out, and I would eat them out of spite. I would just be like, and just eat like 4 orange slices and get in the truck and leave like fireworks in his pool. And be like, fuck this guy.
Buzzman.
He'd be like, he came in, fucking took a dip, and then he didn't even take the shit out of my pool. And I was just like, dude, it was ridiculous. There's so much shit in there. He was lighting like M80s in his pool.
Did you ever ask him where you got Buzzman from?
I didn't interact.
How
with
sick were his sunglasses?
Probably pretty nasty from what I remember. This dude had a nasty tiki setup. It was like this dude in like Delaware had a wicked tiki setup with a mural of himself. Buzzman's Paradise. My revenge plan. I used to go to places. I would fail personally as an employee at like a bunch of places, but then concoct like revenge plans. Mm-hmm. So like I would pillage cash registers the places I worked at. But this this is a service thing. So my big revenge, I was going to go into Buzzman. I was very set on this. I was going to infiltrate Buzzman's Paradise because I knew when they weren't around and take all of his liquor out of his bar in his outside pool.
Whoa,
but
that's some prank, man.
That wasn't a prank. Dude, I hated Buzzman. He fucking called my boss on me, dude. He accused me of cooling off. I was like, I wasn't cooling off, dude. It was a sweltering day too, so my case didn't look so good.
It's pretty surprising that he'd be so willing to be such a buzz kill.
Oh. Well, I mean, I did step into that's like the Garden of Eden, dude. I was in Buzzman's Paradise. And I jumped in. I mean, it's probably pretty normal for him to have someone fully clothed. That was parrot head behavior. Dude, it was bullshit. So, back to the massage. What happened besides that? She squeezed your butt cheeks.
That was it. And she like pulled them apart and she says, "Oh, it's so sore."
So how did she know your butt was sore?
I don't know. And like to me, like I interpreted that as like, do you want to get jerked off? Like, yeah, it is sore. Why don't you play around with that a little bit? Yeah,
Did she look into your asshole like a jeweler?
It's like the eye of Sauron.
That is very funny. It's so sore. I think that was a vocabulary slip up. I think she was trying to say you're so tense. You have a tense ass. Your ass is telling me you need a hand job.
Did you have itchy butt that week?
I did not.
Oh man, dude, that would be a great service if you can go somewhere and get a professional butt scratch when you have itchy butthole.
Dude, I have canceled appointment massages because I knew my asshole wasn't clean.
I have not canceled them, and you don't feel good. You got a greasy butt.
At the place where I mentioned where I paid the 2 separate ladies, they do this thing where like they'll pull your underwear down like 4 inches so that it's like they can access the glutes.
Yeah.
Just like so that your underwear's just above your asshole.
It's a part of your body. It needs to get massaged. Actually, a very important part of your body.
I'm with you, dude. But there's times where I've been like, oh, fuck, I pooped today.
Yeah.
And I might not have cleaned as well as I should have. And, I don't want people to have to deal with that. Working people.
True. If you got like a racing stripe up the back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. I had a time when I was in Chicago with Brittany and we went to a B-Dubs. Buffalo Wild Wings, and I mistook our waitress for somebody else, and they were none too pleased.
What ethnicity?
They're black ladies.
Okay.
And Brittany went to the bathroom, and I was like,
Matt describing waitresses. Are you my wife? Help me.
They both had pretty elaborate like braid setups with like a different color. Mm-hmm. And I went to Brittany. I'm like, come on, give me that. And she was like, no, dude, they don't look the same at all. And I was like, well, she's pretty pissed at me right now, so you might want to get out of here. You don't want to be associated with my ilk.
Maybe if they don't want people getting confused, they'd have different baskets on their heads.
She got me, and again, I was just like, dude, I was so pissed. I was like, God damn it, not again. Yeah, people are gonna think I'm an asshole. To be fair, though, I remember kind of being like, come on, man, you guys, one of you can have that. You can't be both rocking that, or just be like, that makes sense. Yeah, I get confused all the time.
Yeah, can one of you wear a cast?
I feel so bad for you guys. I've never even had a racist thought before.
I'll give you some of mine.
You've never been stuck at the fucking just filling up Mountain Dews, dude.
Not even. I guess there, but for the grace of God,
Dude, that's like filling up sodas for minorities who are holding up your time. It's like racism recharging.
Oh, Mike,
your eyes just go white.
It's a Duracell white power battery.
God damn.
There's actually one I wanted to talk to you guys about. I figured you guys, I'm going to say something. I want you guys to chip in with some entertaining banner, maybe something insightful.
let's do it.
That'd be great. No. So I was at the playground. I was actually excited to talk to you guys about this. I was at the playground and I saw a young girl was on a bicycle. Some people do bullshit shit in the playground. We're like, she's just pedaling around a bicycle. And the other kids somehow got their hands on like a clothesline, like a fucking 25-foot length of rope. And we're like playing almost like Tom Sawyerish, not crack the whip, but they're all just running through this playground with like this long drawn out rope. And the girls on the bike, dude, got literally clotheslined off her bike. They ran and the girl's like, and then his fucking fat, like right on her back.
Cool.
Dude, so my question to you is, have you ever seen any kind of nasty carnage with kids at playgrounds as such? That was pretty, for me, I was like, that was a pretty nasty carnage. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, to me, nothing. I've seen like a lot of other bike shit because at a park where I used to live, there was a basketball court where older kids would fuck with younger kids on bikes.
Nice.
And I think I just have like a thing for kids getting hurt on bikes. So I guess I'd be fair to say I'm a convicted pedophile. What do you think, Tim?
We should wrap this up.
Now, dude, I think the most fucked up kid thing I saw, there was a kid in my neighborhood who had his dad built him a ramp, and my wife and I were going for a walk, and he was riding his bike off of the ramp, and he fell off of it, and he landed like his chin hit the ground first, and that was the most fucked up thing. Like there was no like tricks involved,
Yeah.
but it was just he really fucking ate it hard.
Did he go off the top of the ramp or try to bitch out off the side?
No, he went off the top, but he just didn't yank his bike up. I don't know what you're supposed to do with the bike, but
Yeah.
it wasn't what he's
Yeah,
supposed
bunny
to do.
hop.
True. You
Got
gotta
the bunny hop.
pull up and then just hear that electric guitar go in your head.
Yeah.
So he just drove off of a bike ramp.
Yeah, he just heard it
Yeah,
too.
you got to catch it. That's like part of catching air. Some
Yeah.
people aren't built for the air. Catching air. What's the most air you probably caught, you think?
I'm not an air catcher, man.
Never.
I was always
Blades.
terrified of getting hurt. Like
No,
anything I did, like my mom would tell me I was going to get hurt.
Yeah.
So I
You've
never
never
really
caught
tried
air?
anything. I can't recall any.
What?
When I was like 15, I got soaps. Remember soaps?
What's that?
Yeah. The wheels. With the grinding.
No, not wheelies.
Yeah, soaps. You can
Soaps.
grind stuff.
I'm sorry, Heelys. Yeah, I got soaps. They had a plastic plate in the middle of the foot on the
Yeah.
bottom, so you could grind. You just run and grind.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What'd you grind? Any rails or
big kid
curb?
slide. The edge of the big kid sliding board, dude. I mean, it's
How'd you?
Sounds
did
like a
you,
brag
Did
of
you
what
go
I'm
from the top of the?
bro. Come on, man. I went from the awning above the slide, jumped down.
What?
Loudest piece of metal in the world.
Would you do like a
Fuck
50
yeah,
50
dude.
50? Did you do like a 50 50
God,
grind?
dude.
What kind of grind would you say you did? 50 50
Yeah,
soul
it's
grind?
50-50. I mean, you could get pretty fucked up and twist one ankle around. Look at that, dude.
Damn, that guy's nasty as hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, soaps are sick. We had a guy had soaps in our high school and he would grind the chalkboard. It's pretty nasty.
Yeah. Oh, dude, we would get up to some shit in school.
Yeah, I want to get
Front
some
step, like you're walking like into school, you're like real quick, bust a grind across the bottom step. Like, that's not really a big deal. It's whatever, dude.
How expensive were these?
Curb at the bus stop. How
Did you
expensive
wax
were
the
they?
curb
Yeah.
I remember saving up.
for some soaps?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get. I might start waxing some curbs just around me in case anyone has some soaps on. Dude, they're $800. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
That must be vintage. Those are like the Jordan ones or whatever.
$800.
Those are hype beast. Those are hype beast soaps.
$175. They're all. Do they not make soaps anymore? What the fuck? Why not?
I don't know, dude.
Dude, just out of nowhere grinding something with
I mean,
your
there's an
shoes.
entire generation of like chubby white kids that just have permanent ankle injuries.
Yeah, these
They're already fat enough that their knees were going in the middle, like toward each other in the middle. Now this. I think I had those ones, the navy blue ones with the white.
Do you really? So they're being made right now. I think they're firing them back up.
And they're just, I
Damn,
mean,
dude.
the ugliest shoe ever
I mean,
made,
dude,
too.
imagine you're in a Sri Lanka sweatshop. You're making shoes. Like, what are these ones? Like, you can grind
You
shit.
can
And they're just
trim.
like, man,
Yeah.
fuck me, dude.
Mountain
Whoa! The ultimate.
Fuck, man. Yeah, dude. That's
Damn.
Dude, those are dead kid shoes. That's what they put on you in the casket.
How much are those?
$79. Dude,
What size do they go up to? They got a 12 and a half.
Those got to be bootleg. Those are probably Valley dues.
yeah, getting some soaps, man. That would be pretty chill. just to grind shit again.
I didn't even know they existed.
I mean, kids your guys' age just are too busy fucking kissing each other to get pussy. You guys could be fucking grinding.
You guys never soaped in your lives.
Could be
Well,
grinding.
they are grinding, but not our type of grinding.
True. Just fucking dry humping. Have you guys ever like at your parties? You guys, when you guys go to parties with your friends your age, you guys like ever just like dry hump each other or like grind to music? I mean, I get it. You guys are doing what you got to do, and I don't. I have absolutely no ill will. I'm just curious. Like, what's that like for you guys?
Yes.
You guys grind at parties?
No. I was never invited to high school parties.
Really?
Oh, Gardini was. Gardini had fun.
I went to a lot of high school parties. But
Really?
I never
Last
grinded.
year.
But I never grinded on any boys
You never whined for them?
or girls.
Really?
No, I just chilled.
No, you look like you were definitely hot in 8th
One
grade,
time
dude.
I got a dry hand job in the bathroom.
Boys' room or girls' room?
Sears.
It was a family bathroom. It was a household, so there's no gender. It was an all gender bathroom.
Nice.
Damn, dude.
Noah, what's up? Why didn't you go to parties in high school? What the hell?
I wasn't invited to them.
Why? What the hell? Were you bad?
No, I just didn't have many friends.
That's fair.
That's it.
That happens.
I went to one time. Girl was just fingering herself on the couch, just in
What?
front of everybody. It was insane. It
Damn.
really blew my mind, and
That
like
must-
no one was acknowledging it. Like seriously, like it was crazy. Like no one was acknowledging it, and I was just kind of like walking around. And then I looked, and she was just like on the couch, like fingering herself. And I was like, "Is anybody else like seeing what's happening right now?" But like no one was around.
Imagine how vicious the rumors were about her if she was
Oh, my
openly
God.
fingering herself and everyone ignored her.
Bro, it was insane. It
Dude,
blew my mind.
True.
Noah's going in circles on his Heelys.
That sucks too. Like you're not getting invited to parties. You go to one. You're
Just
like,
so you
what the
guys know,
fuck?
I didn't
I know.
actually fuck my stepdad. Oh my god, I'm gonna squirt. I'm gonna squirt.
Yeah, that would happen. There was girls who were just. I mean, I understand the move. You're in high school and you just like blow like 5 dudes in one night.
Yeah.
Get some clout.
That'd be pretty cool.
You get some clout. There was always girls in high school who'd be like, yo, she blew like 7 dudes
Oh yeah, we had a girl
last
on
night.
the ski trip that I couldn't afford to go on, but apparently on the ski trip, this girl
It's a skeet trip, dude.
yeah, dude.
she had apparently she had a bunch of dudes asking.
Let me
for-
see it, dude. Let me see you. Hit me with it. Yeah, tell a story like that. Yeah. Let me see it. Let me see it.
You see that, dude?
You want some, dude?
Let me get that. Oh! I'll give you a wiener, dude. I snuck the wiener.
Yeah, I'll do it again. Eat it.
Oh, dude, I would get all up in that. I'm like, fuck that.
Yeah, we had a girl who ate a bunch of free soda dudes' butts on the ski trip.
What's free soda dude? What are free soda dudes? Wait.
My free.
I probably shouldn't explain that.
Right, I hear what you're saying.
But the rumor is that like she ate 10 dudes' butts. They were lined up out of the hotel room door down the hallway.
what?
Pretty gross.
Legend. Legend.
She never shook it. I think to this day she probably had like there's probably a good number of people that she like has to pretend don't exist because of how tortured she was.
She ate all their butts. How does word get out? She's like, yo, tell your friends.
Dude, it was like
I'm eating ass
Monday
in here.
morning or whenever the next day everyone was back from the ski trip. It was like everyone was like, dude, did you hear? She ate 10 dudes.
She came. She came back with a goatee and a cleft palate.
It is funny on the ski trip. Just
Free soda dudes' butts, by the way, not just 10.
yeah.
Well, imagine
Mixed
though.
bags.
Okay, so imagine, you're a young African American. You're on the ski trip, and it's like, yo, there's some lady just eating black asses.
Isn't that gay
And
though?
you're on the slopes. You're just
They
breaking.
think it's gay.
Nah, dude. Not if you're with
Bro,
all your boys.
you have
Not if you're with all your boys.
no
If you're with the
insight into
squad.
black sexuality.
Yeah, if you're with all the squad.
Like getting your butt. Anything related to the butt
Bro.
in black sexuality is gay.
No black dude has ever fucked without bringing a friend.
Oh, I agree
That's
with that.
never happened. Yeah.
But they just their balls could be fucking making pizzas with one another.
Yeah.
But as long as there's no asshole play, they're good. I think
was it just ass eating? She was probably blowing people and stuff. There's no way she was just eating ass.
Who knows?
Those dudes are asking for some blowjobs, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Anyone would. If
Or you figure by like the 6th dude, she probably had a pretty good clip going, I mean, she's probably
got a
eating
rhythm.
the butt pretty good. Yeah.
just fucking the 9th dude be like, oh fuck bitch, eat my ass. Oh fuck bitch.
Man,
That's a funny rumor.
that's tough. I mean,
It was tough, dude. It was tough to witness.
did she have like a recent breakup? She was trying to get back at a guy or something.
No,
Is
I
that a
think
good
she
get
was
back?
like very Christian. She had a very Christian family. So what
That's
what
Mother. That's
probably
very Mother
happened-
Teresa of her, dude.
She probably did.
That's MT, dude.
That's deep Calcutta stuff.
Oh ye my children, dude. She wearing her ski boots, just rocking back and forth in her ski boots. Fucking,
It's Calcumma.
that's so funny.
So yeah,
How was your
what probably
weekend?
happened was that she probably did a little bit of rebelling.
yeah,
Got away from her Christian parents for a weekend, and one person that didn't like her found out about it. And was just like 10. It was 10 butts. She ate 10 butts. She probably like kissed a guy,
yeah.
and like within 48 hours, it was like, dude, life is over.
Maybe she just couldn't say no. Like, excuse
Yeah,
me,
right?
excuse me, mister. I was thinking about getting my ass eaten. She was like, I don't see any way out of this.
It's like Pringles. Bet you can't eat just one.
maybe she was like,
This is just butthole Little Caesars. Like I said, dude, they're just asking, can I have some free
people
soda?
just
She's
coming
not
in
saying no.
backwards, just fucking. Gosh, she's looking. She's like, I meant to go to
I'm
bed. 20
never gonna
minutes
get out of here. Fuck. That's why I stopped eating ass, dude. I'm never gonna get home. I'm gonna miss my bus back.
Yeah, it's always that's tough. That's tough.
What was like the rumor in your school? Because for us, it was just a kid somebody started a rumor freshman year. This kid Repshire was jerking off, and it haunted him for the next 4 years.
Hey, where was he jerking off?
They started a rumor that they caught him jerking off in the stalls because at our high school we didn't have doors on the stalls.
Say what?
Yeah, there were no doors in the stalls. So somebody said they walked past and this
Did you
kid
go to school at Veteran Stadium?
they removed them all.
They had piss troughs in the classrooms.
Damn. So you took a dump. It was just.
You had to
It's like prison.
trust in one another.
True. Yeah.
But yeah,
Caught him fapping.
I don't think they did. I
Allegedly.
think they were just busting
That's
balls.
why I would wear a cape. I would just hold up my shit cape. It's shit, and I would look over the top too. Like, don't look at me, dude. I'm pooping in here.
There was people found out there was a bathroom in our high school that was like, I think a staff bath, but it was a solo. I found out about that like my junior year, and I would hit that up and take
Yeah, it's a tough one to
nice
pass up.
dumps, bro. So I didn't like dumping. I wasn't one to dump in public until I think I was in like late high school.
For that reason?
I never shit in grade school. I wouldn't go shit in public bathrooms when I was young.
That's normal.
Yeah, I just was like, I was turned off. Then it was like, once I was liberated in high school. Once I started shitting in public, I remember being like, I got kind of ballsy with it. Now I'm back to like, if I can avoid it, I will.
Yeah.
I kind of need
I've got.
Squatty
You know what
Potty.
I've gotten into? I Vietnamese shit in public
Squat?
bathrooms. I stand on the seat squatting over the
Really? Do you really?
I do this in porta potties a lot too. Actually, porta
That's
potties I think
actually-
are wise to it. If you notice, next to the toilet seat in porta potties is like
barbed wire?
sloped down. It's like the homeless like spikes so that they can't sleep there.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's it. You'll
man.
picture,
I hop up on the seat and hover over like this.
What do you
pitch
hold
a
on
good
to?
loaf.
Like the
Oh,
pipe
dude,
work?
this is perfect pistol squat form, dude.
yeah,
It's like he's posing
You
for
think I
like.
need to- hold on, look at this. You think I need to hold on to something?
true. And you're
Look at
on
this.
wheels too, on a pivot.
Look at this. Do you understand me?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
Don't ever
that's-
question me again.
And you will, that's nice too, because when you're apparently that's a Squatty Potty. When you put your feet up,
Yeah.
it like releases some sort of
the
muscle
ultimate.
that it lets you just drop.
It's like a
There's no
natural
bad-
popper.
Do you have a Squatty Potty?
I've used one at Tommy Pope's house.
Dude, I'm telling you, I can't. I'm pissed if I have to shit without mine.
Yeah.
I can't go back to not having.
I've
my
got
feet up.
the Sega CD 32X set up. I've got the Squatty Potty with the high-end bidet.
The bidet is crazy.
If I ever have to use an away bathroom, it's like I put like war paint on my face and shit. Like, all right, time to get back in there.
Yeah, dude, the bidet. Billy has a bidet. I'll just clean my ass. I'll just stop at a bidet and just.
You never know if you're
freshen
getting a
up.
massage or something. Might as
True.
well clean it.
True. Just freshen up before I go back.
But
It's
yeah,
not bad.
that's my hot tip, dude. Stand on the dirty toilet seat with your sneakers on.
But you put yourself at risk of splashback.
No, you know what the trick for splashback is?
Stand up as you drop.
A layer of toilet paper on the surface of the water.
Oh,
Jesus, dude.
Bro, come on, man.
yeah. I've gotten splashback from a porta potty and it's haunted me, dude. I've had the blue
Was
liquid.
it blue?
The blue liquid is going up my butt,
No.
dude. Just a potion of just like construction worker dumps. I had that shoot up my butt.
That's like a bank robbery die pack.
It's probably why I didn't get COVID.
Stank robbery.
I'm telling you, man. I think that's why I didn't get COVID.
Yeah, because you got the
Blue liquid,
Vax.
dude. Yeah, dude. I have like 19 countries fucking just up. It probably went up into my like
Jesus,
stomach
man.
lining. It's awesome.
Oh, it splashed your hole?
It hit my hole, bro. I got fucking
Put it on like
true-
chapstick.
That's true splashback, dude. You hit it, it hits your hole. So
Man.
Yeah. That's how you zero your butthole. You have to splash directly back into it. If it's off, you got to like adjust the color. It's like sighting a scope on your gun.
I got recalibrated.
Yeah.
That blue liquid hits you, bro. It's a bad feeling. Oh man, where were you at time wise? All right, let's wrap her up and go to the Patreon.
Let's do it, baby.
Sorry to end. Yeah, I don't want to end so abruptly, but yeah, let's go on the page. Also, what do you guys want to do? Anything you want to tell people?
Oh yeah, check out our podcast, Dad Meat. If you're a fat gay retard, I think you'll find what you need there. And also check out my new podcast with Del Calo and Jake Matera, Little Stinkers. It's mostly serial killers, but it's anybody who does fucked up shit who also happens to be very funny.
Nice swag.
Yeah, just check out that meat.
Yeah, check that out. Yeah,
And check out Tim's Twitch channel too.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you find me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Tim Butterly. It's just a nice time on Sunday mornings. A couple
heard
weeknights
that.
here and there, but
Heard that.
just taking care of people.
Yeah, I don't have anything right now. I'm in negotiations of a small little string of shows.
Oh,
good.
So once I get them, I'll put
What
it
about more
out.
solo casts? Are you gonna do more solo?
I'm still doing them. I started an actual. Dude, I swear to God, I think I have type 2 bipolar, dude. I started it in a good way, but I started I had the idea. I was doing a solo cast. I'm like, I should do a book club, and like a fit of just glee, and I'm still gonna do it. I signed myself up to do a book club. The first book's 700 pages. I'm like, I woke up 3 days later. I'm like, I'm such a
you
dumbass.
fucking idiot.
And it's like super complex like ideas. I've read the intro like 4 times, dude. It's confusing me. But I think I'm gonna start my solo cast. The thing I do on Patreon, it's just a solo. It's just gonna be. I think I'm gonna mix a bunch of different stuff in there, but part of it's gonna be whatever book I'm reading. I'm gonna take notes and give you know Blinkist.
No.
Blinkist is an app where you can kind of do like you can listen to like the gist of a book, but it's kind of dry, you know. So I'm gonna try to read books, take notes, and be able to give like a very shortened summary, so you can just absorb the knowledge of books.
You should think about doing these live from Buzzman's Hideaway.
Bro, I'm gonna fuck Buzz.
Or-
Buzzman's probably dead. Buzzman probably. I don't think Buzzman survived 2020.
Oh no.
Nah,
What are you talking about? He's hunkered down in paradise.
dude? This guy, he had the orange jellies out all the time. He had the tiki bar. He was a jerk.
Yeah, they don't die, man.
I don't think. Yeah, true. He's probably step motherfucker. He's probably still alive. But yeah, yeah. So yeah, go on the Patreon. Go on your guys' Patreon, or don't.
Yeah, do whatever you
or
want.
don't. I don't
Yeah,
care.
just
But
just
you
have
know,
fun.
I just feel obliged from a business sense to enter some stuff in here right now.
Mm-hmm.
So also check out. I'm trying to think of other busises. I don't know. I think
Papa John's, that's a good one.
PJs. I think there's some decent sales right now. Some company was having a sale. I forget what it is.
Black Friday starting early this year.
Really?
Yeah, you're already. I mean, probably in the next week or two, you're gonna start seeing deals.
Oh, I will say this. I do want to plug this. I haven't gotten it yet, but I have no financial stake. Original Sebzi. That's my Moroccan ceremonial hash pipe. It's in the mail. The guy was an absolute fucking gem to deal with. So,
Wow.
I would like that guy to get a lot of Sebzi orders.
Sebzi?
It's like a look up a Sebzi. Yeah, there it is, dude.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, man. I have like a foot long hash pipe. It's in the mail right now. Every day it doesn't come. I'm so pissed.
That's a classic feeling. That was the original edging. Before you got into like cum edging, it was like waiting for something to cut, like the one time a year, like your parents would order you.
Oh yeah, dude. Sebzi, bro. Mine looks way better than that. But yeah, it's a dude. It's so sick. All right. Well, thank you guys. We're going to the page.
See you guys.